Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna get all set up here. I'm still trying to figure out these Streamlabs, so bear with me. And if anyone wants to join in at any time, link is in the description of the video. I'm gonna need to see a face, prove it's you, blah blah blah. But thank you guys for joining. I don't know if you saw my live stream earlier, but here I am again. And I was thinking about discussing what happened today and what you guys thought about it, and what kind of mask tyranny that you have in your area. What's up, ECWO, Epic Cop Watch Ottawa, and Gen Wow, Blue Coat. Thank you guys for joining. I might have a special guest on tonight. I'm not sure. We're going to see. And I got to keep up with this because I am still fresh with this. With the Streamlabs. Now, guys, do you usually use Streamlabs just through the website, or do you use the app when you do this kind of thing? Does anyone know? I'm trying to figure out the app. I can't figure it out. There's something wrong with it. The link should be right in the description there, Epic Cop Watch. Yeah, I'll post it into the chat, but yeah, a second. What's up, No Name? Come on in if you want to join. There's the link to the StreamYard. Yeah, it's not Streamlabs, StreamYard. I don't know if that's the same company or not. What's up, John Paul Antonini? I can't even say that name. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you saw my audit earlier. I was in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and I kind of did a little circle around the Lincoln PD department, and it triggered him. It triggered him. He blocked traffic and everything. Well, at least one guy he blocked traffic for, but he didn't put his emergency lights on, and he got like literally like this close to me, and I'm like, dude, like, can I help you? And I'm like, well, first off, you can step back 6 feet. He's a piece of work, that guy. And I told him I couldn't hear him because there was traffic going by, and he repeated himself that he's had his camera on, but I don't remember him saying that he identified himself. And then he put his hand up like this. I swear, I'm telling you the truth right now. Okay, he did that, one of those things, and then he proceeded to lie to me. Right. So I think he loses his qualified immunity right there if he did anything after that, because he just lied straight to my face about telling the truth when he continued not to tell the truth. Come on in, guys. Let me see here. All right, we got No Name at the stream. Hey, BC, can I see a face, BC? Do I?
I'll come over here. I'm not going to drama places no more.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm just on my own stream. I don't really want to like get all mixed up in that. Now, do we
Me
know?
neither.
Do we know BC? BC, who are you? I don't know who you are. Can you
I
write?
don't
Can you
know.
write something in chat that says that hey, I'm BC?
Who is BC? I don't even know who BC is.
Let me look at the private chat, see if there's anything with that. I don't see it in there either. I was just on Brian's. That doesn't really say
I
anything to
saw
me.
it over there. I was silently there.
Uh huh. I don't. All right. So I don't get it. Like, he said he was just in the other chat, but I
Be
don't know who
careful.
you
Maybe
are. I
somebody
mean,
trying to do that shit like they do with everybody else.
I'm guessing maybe Brian Cooper, but
Oh,
I
maybe
don't.
maybe that's who it is.
I don't know. Let's see. How you doing, no name?
Good. What are you up to?
Oh yeah, he said he was working on the bathroom. Not much. Just been kind of comatose the beginning of the day from
Yep.
Thanksgiving, and then went up to Lincoln, New Hampshire.
I didn't see your whole. I didn't see it all. I was out doing something myself. I was in and I jumped in your stream when I was done doing what I was doing, and I had to do something else that I bounced out again.
No worries, man. I don't expect
Yeah.
anyone always to watch my stuff, just like you can't expect me to watch everyone's stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I did an audit of the New Hampshire liquor store. I walked in with no mask, and I even had my camera on a
Oh
gimbal and
shit.
everything, and I just walked right in. They didn't even give me any problems. I heard them say, "Oh, that guy has a camera," and then they didn't say anything to me when I walked by them, and I just walked right
Yeah.
out. Like they were pretty respectful of what I was doing. So, I mean, they
Yeah.
didn't
They
give me any
wile out
trouble.
when you don't have a. They wile out with a camera. If it's an area that's never experienced this stuff, they flip out when we walk in with cameras.
Oh yeah,
I have
they get
something coming up soon.
what's that?
I have a video coming out soon.
Oh, oh yeah, you filmed
Yeah.
something? What you got? Come on, give us a
I
little
can't show it
detail.
yet.
They don't have to show us. Just give us some details. Give us a little teaser so we
Uh,
want to watch it.
nope. It's gonna be a surprise.
You got set up by. No, I'm kidding. You went on
Oh
Tinder? No, I'm kidding.
no, no, that hasn't happened yet.
Hey, what's
What's
up,
up?
Mind Sexy 25? Thank you for
What's up,
coming
my
on
sexy
over here.
25? How you doing?
All right, I'll let him in. He's got a bathroom thing. All right, all
All
right,
right.
all right, all right. Yes, second. This I'm on the browser doing the stream yard. Oh,
Dude,
He's gone. I'm
do you
sorry,
see what they did
man.
to Shelly last night? They turned around. Somebody made an avatar with my name and went in Shelly's avatar, Shelly's channel and palm bombed her last night. Isn't that cool?
I'm actually not surprised.
I'm not
No,
surprised
what
either they would use my name and do it, but I mean that's like a low blow to her, That's like scumbag, Like she doesn't deserve that. I mean,
this is why I want to see everyone's face before they come on here.
yeah.
It's a learning process. Like what kind of like what kind of porn bomb? Like they actually put footage
I don't
on
even know.
her.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I don't even watch her channel. So I was actually in our little chat room talking to everybody, and it came through the chat room, and everybody's like, "No name, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm right here with you guys." I mean, like, like I'm not even doing anything, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
like somebody just palm bombed Shelly." I'm like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're using your avatar." I'm like, "That's nice. That's cool."
I'm really not surprised, but we just got to
Yeah,
be a little more careful about who we let into our chats.
yeah.
And it's like it's kind of your responsibility, to make sure you don't put the wrong people in your
Mm-hmm.
chat.
No, but I
Look,
think
guys.
the person that was on a panel with her, because everybody showed me the link afterwards. The person that she was on panel with, I think that person had something to do with it, because that person was so quick to say it was me, it was me, it was me. I ain't gonna say that person's name because I don't want to even promote him any further than what he should be promoted. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Just don't give them any credence, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't gone over to No Name's channel and subscribed, you should do that right now.
Hit smash that
You know,
like.
the real No Name.
The real no name.
Hashtag real No Name.
Hashtag real no name.
Well, hey guys, thank you all for joining the First Amendment Rights Team, aka F.A.R.T. Okay.
That's a cool. I saw that the other night when you did it. I was like,
I was just
yeah,
like
that's pretty
literally
cool.
thinking of a name, and it just like, oh, that's the acronym for F.A.R.T. Okay. All
Where's
right.
Epic?
Oh, I don't know. Did he try joining in?
Epic, hit the freaking description. Hit that link.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat again.
Oh, I was talking to Epic about something. Now I can't even talk to you on panel about it. But it's gonna have to be behind. I'm gonna have to make a phone call to you. But Epic's down.
What's up, Midwest Transparency? What's up, Tom Hennick Outlaw? Right on, right on. When freedom becomes illegal, it makes an outlaw out of all of us, right?
What's up, Midwest Transparency? What's up? Who else to shout out? I mean,
Yeah, it was like, oh my God, I was like looking at the notch when I went up to Lincoln, and like the clouds. Here's like the mountain, right? And the
yeah.
clouds were just kind of like going right underneath it. Has a better angle. They were going like this, so they're up high, the clouds,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, when they hit the mountain, they go like this, and the whole all of it was just like covered in white. Like I didn't see
Oh,
if it was
there's that
actually
much snow up
snowing or
there?
raining, but it was just totally infatuated with cloud.
You guys
It
have
was
a lot of
pretty
snow up
sick.
there right now?
No, it's raining where I am, but
Oh,
I'm much further south than that, you know.
wait, up in Lincoln, there's snow up in Lincoln?
No, it was just rain when I was up there.
Oh, you talk about white clouds going in.
Yeah, the notch, Franconia notch. You could see it
Oh,
from a distance, and it's just like totally like covered, like you know.
yeah.
Some golden eyes.
Um, that's a masshole supporter.
Oh, Midwest Transparency. You were outside the governor's mansion. Yeah, mansion. Actually, I don't think it's even really that nice of a house. I mean, he's got the plastic siding in it and everything like that. We're talking
Did
about
you see which
Sununu.
one you talk? The governor's house that you just did?
Yeah, the New Hampshire governor Sununu
Dude,
Gesundheit.
I would expect a mansion. That thing looks like that looks like something you see out of Johnston.
I
You
mean, it's
know?
a big house. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's small, but yeah, it
yeah,
does look like something out of Johnston or like North
yeah.
Providence
Like
or something.
Weston Cranston. Yeah,
Yeah, it's how do I explain it? The what do you call it? Spyglass. So like when you go into these neighborhoods, it goes up
yeah,
and it goes around, right? And we were
yeah.
hanging out in that round part, and he was like just off to the side. So it was like we had this whole little park right there to like protest in. Um, and
Wow.
Sunday is another one. And I guess on
Oh, really?
Thanksgiving they went to the Attorney General's office. That was like a surprise protest. I'm waiting for the
And
footage of that. I don't know who took the footage, but I'm pretty sure the Free Keene people were there. I don't know if you ever heard of Free Keene. They were like the
no,
big time Robin Hooders. They would feeding the meteors up in Keene, New Hampshire. They made it to like the Colbert, like Stephen Colbert show and everything. It was pretty crazy. But they made him look
no.
like kooks, like they typically do with those
Yeah,
skits.
I never heard of them.
Like you've seen my Meter Maid video in Boston. You were
Yeah,
there.
that was my first day working with you guys.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
remember when I like cut it up and like it was like
yeah.
showing off the Robin Hood parking meter people. That not
Me and
not the
Josh going
Gold
down the street
Coast.
putting quarters in the.
Yeah, when they go into the cartoon segment and they're showing off the people feeding the meters,
Yeah.
those are the Keen guys. Those are the ones that
Oh
inspired
yeah.
me to
Oh,
do it.
okay. Now I know who you're talking about. The Keen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you said. All right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Um, yeah,
That was.
that's pretty dope. They're really
They were.
courageous.
That lady got pissed when me and Josh and you were running down the street putting quarters in. She was trying to write the traffic tickets, all expired meters, and we're just throwing the quarters. She probably like, fuck, I just walked 3 blocks to get back over here to fuck with everybody in the street, and these motherfuckers just stopped it.
Hey, if we
Uh,
held her up just for a minute, that's another person we saved on
yep. She
the
was
meters.
pissed.
Hey, she initially said to us, "Oh, why don't you come hang out? Like, come hang along. You can follow me,
No, she
right?" She
did. She
said
did.
that, and
Yep.
then she reported, "Hey, I got these guys following me." Well, you just said I could. Like, you invited me to do that.
And then we got before that or after that, we got Trooper Nose. That was. Do you remember me saying that? Let's go. I said, look at that building. It says Mass DOT, and it's like we're looking for a place to go audit. And I was like, yeah, you. We all missed that. My phone got wet and it froze up. Remember that? I couldn't even. It
Hmm.
was this circle of death. It wouldn't work. I'm like,
I
Frig.
was afraid because like this was the first time I ever got to use my gimbal on an audit, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Ah, shit, it's raining. Like, am I gonna get like my gimbal gonna be like burn
we got
out or
soaked.
something?" Thank
We
God it
got
didn't.
soaked that day.
Oh yeah, it was
I
just
think that's Josh's first. I think that was his first audit after his 90 days.
really.
Yeah, I
I don't
think
remember.
wasn't that. I think that was his first audit after his 90 days because he was only out for a couple of days. Remember that?
Oh damn. Yeah, I think I do remember that. I
Yeah, I think that was
it's
his
all a
first
blur
one.
from here now. But then what else? Yeah, the snot rocket. I tried to
Snot
get
rocket.
evidence
Yeah.
of it. I couldn't find it on the ground, but it was a serious friggin', snot. Like he went, oh, bam, and it just barely missed me. Thank God it didn't hit me, because then this
You had
wasn't.
it.
Was this pre-COVID, pre-pandemic, or after
Yeah,
the
yeah. It was
pandemic?
pre. It was definitely a
Oh, okay.
month and a half, 2 months before. Yeah, yeah. It was still normal then.
Well,
He was that's true. That trooper was a prick.
yeah.
We never
Even
followed.
even the other guy was kind of a douche
Huh?
too. The other cop that was there, he was a blue bag.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
because he came up and played good cop, and he ended up being just as much as a prick.
yeah, he wouldn't reveal like the other
Yeah,
cop's
yeah,
name or anything like that, or
yeah.
he supposedly was a supervisor. You know,
Yep, yep.
man, I would love to go back to that Mass DOT department
You
and what
wanna?
and
I
uh,
want to go back there. We should have
on a
went
on
back
a
there
dry day. That way,
on a
when
dry day. Yeah, yeah.
we're standing outside, we have like we're not getting totally battered.
I think he was Trooper 222. Something. Maybe there was he was driving Trooper car 222 or something like that. I see that stands out for some reason.
Man, if I had that footage, man, he would have been likely fired.
Yeah, he was a
There's no
goddamn.
way you can get away with something like that. I mean, I've had cops spit at my feet, like, or when they first get out of the cards, like, they don't really acknowledge you or whatever, and like they kind of rude, and they just go,
Yeah,
and it's like, I think it should be a rule if you were going to be a cop, you can't even spit on duty, and if you are, you better not be seen doing it. It's just kind
right.
of
And
like an
then
etiquette thing. Like you're supposed to serve the public, and you're going to spit at people's feet.
and
What the
walking
hell?
around, driving around, chewing tobacco and shit.
Yeah, it's
That's the
gross.
other thing they do.
Oh,
They keep a spit bottle in there. That's what they do on the side of the roads. I see it all the time. They fucking when we were in Texas, Louisiana, I seen it everywhere. They fucking sit on the side of the road chewing tobacco, spitting the thing. That's all they do.
like they shouldn't have any tobacco use like on the job.
No.
Let's just like play devil advocate. If cops weren't going to exist, that they're
Hmm.
not supposed to use any sort of drug, including legal drugs
Yep.
like vaping products, tobacco products,
Hmm.
even like I think energy drinks can give you jitters. Like I'm gonna restrict it all the way down to bananas. Okay, just kidding.
Bananas. What is she in it?
You're not allowed to eat more than one banana on an 8-hour shift. Could you imagine?
Yep. You're not allowed to. What's the other thing you're not allowed to do? No
I don't
blue
know.
lines.
Yeah, no
I saw
thin
a
blue
blue.
lines.
I saw a girl at the store the other day. Yes, it was yesterday, I think, matter of fact, or the day before, was wearing a thin blue line dress. Yep.
Holy, she's just asking for it. I'm kidding.
Thin blue line dress. I didn't even know they
Oh
made the
my
motherfuckers.
God, people, what is wrong with you? Don't piss me off anymore, no name. I'm gonna kick you out. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I want a thin blue line dress. So that way I can go around. You're like, oh yes, I love the taste of leather.
I like the
I
taste of boots.
I hope you have those lambskin condoms because I really like the taste of leather. Oh my God.
uh,
Oh, you like Midwest Transparency? You like my 420 salutes? Yeah. Almost every Veterans Day, I try to get up on top of a mountain. Actually, 2 years in a row. I actually really messed up though. I think it was last year. I was up on top of Wachusett, but I didn't have a lighter. So I was like trying to rub sticks together or waited for people to hike by me as as they came by. I was like, "Hey, you got a lighter?" "No, I don't got a lighter." "Oh shoot!" And like I was just gonna like borrow it for like 2 seconds and smoke a bowl in front of them on the mountain. It's Massachusetts. It's totally legal. I
no.
only do it in ceremony, guys. Oh, what's our what's our worst audits? I don't know. I don't remember any like, kind of regrets of when I did my audits. I don't think. Um,
Worst audits.
Geez, probably the worst one had to do with me driving from Rhode Island at 1 a.m., getting up to New Hampshire for like 3 a.m., and then hanging out in front of the SNHU Center in Manchester. This is when I lived in Rhode Island at the time, um,
Yeah.
and um, and me and my dog got to hang out, and like we slept under a tree for a little bit until the sun got up. Actually, we were sleeping right on the concrete. I was actually in line with my dog for the Trump rally.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to get in, but I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll just pitch my table here. I had a table in my car, and I
Mm-hmm.
was able to carry, and I used it as kind of like a tent. And I put a blanket
Mm-hmm.
over it, and people were like hanging out and underneath. It was kind of fun, but that was like a big fail because none of us got into the rally. I didn't expect to get into the rally, but that was probably the biggest fail out of them all. And I didn't feel I wasn't having fun that whole time. I was amongst a bunch of people that are supporting a pedophile, someone who hangs out with Jeffrey Epstein. Do I really want to go to that guy's rally? Not really. I had probably had the most fun on that day was when the protesters came because I had a little smidgen of agreement with them. Not that like I agreed with them. I just had a little smidgen of agreement that you know politicians suck.
I don't like any politicians. I mean, I've been completely honest about this. They're mutually equal to fuck you.
Yeah, the way it works is like people get into these position of powers just to tell you what to do further, and that's not what freedom's about. Like we're supposed to, if there was such thing as politicians, they should be calling themselves representatives. And I used to call Ron Paul a statesman. A true statesman is what I used to call him instead of a politician, right? A true statesman at that time when I was saying that was someone who actually represents you, listens to what you have to say, and is never going to vote against your freedom. And that's like
Mhm.
true what the state is supposed to do, protect your rights. And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. This is crazy. I mean, it's like they just do. I'm going. I'm a brain fart for a second. I was just gonna say something, and it's like,
it's okay. This is the fart channel right now.
yeah, it's like,
Like I'm sure all the sticky situations that we've all been in is because some idiot politician passed the law, right?
yeah.
And it's just, and now we got the enforcers that have no moral compass, no like backbone. That's all oh, I'm a law enforcer, I'm not a peace officer, I'm a law enforcer, and this is the law because this guy over here that you may or may not have voted for is gonna tell me what to do, and
You
you're
know what the
gonna
funny thing
like it.
is? Yeah. You need a law degree to be a judge. You need a law degree to be a prosecutor. You need a law degree to be a lawyer. You need a degree to become the fucking what's the fucking paralegal, right? And then to be law enforcement, you don't need a motherfucking anything. How do you be fucking law enforcement without a fucking law degree? Shouldn't you should be a lawyer to be a law enforcement officer? You have to be a judge to sign that writ and that warrant. You have to be a prosecutor to make that motion. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Shit. How do you become a cop without a fucking law degree? These motherfuckers don't know the law and they go out there and enforce the fucking
I
shit.
mean, you don't really need any kind of degree to become a council member, to become a politician.
No.
You
You could
it's
actually,
funny. Go ahead.
yeah.
Hey, my oldest video on my channel is me confronting Timothy Rudd. Timothy Rudd is not only a Pawtucket City Council member at the time. I don't know if he is anymore, but not only was he just a city council member in Pawtucket, he was also a Providence police officer. And he was pushing for SWAT teams in Pawtucket. Like that's going to favor him and his situation. No, dude. And we fought that and we won. I don't think they ever got those SWAT teams ever after that because once it fails, it doesn't come back up for a while. But or how about this, man? How about this? You tell me this is okay. You know, Nesselbush. Do you know Nesselbush in Rhode Island?
I
She's
think I
a
heard, I'm not familiar with them, but yeah.
she's not only she is a state representative, okay,
Yeah.
but she's also a municipal court judge in Pawtucket and and a lawyer, right?
You can't be all of that. Nah, nah. Not
I think if you're
all
one
not at
of the
all one
two,
time.
she is, you
That's like
know,
being king. That's like being king, court jester, and like the friggin' whatever the frig else they would have. Prime
all
minister.
she
No,
all she needs now is a gun and a badge. I'll tell you, or maybe she'll run for governor. Jeez, Louise.
no, no. They can't. They can't. Oh, that son of the coin. She's an ex-state trooper. She's the one that's totally against the fucking guns. She's the one that advocated for all the 80% lowers to be banned. What else is she fucking? She's done. She has a lot more. I have a whole article I was reading. I wanted to make a. I wanted to do on one of these freaking panels, but no one like. I'm not gonna talk shit about panels, but I mean, we could probably do it here some night. I mean, there's a whole. They voted out that other one, fucking Mattiello. He needed to go. I mean, he was totally anti fucking gun, totally anti Second Amendment. He had to
He
go.
lost,
I
right?
had something on
Mattiello
him too.
lost.
Huh?
Did Mattiello lose?
Yeah, Mattiello lost. Goodbye, man. He didn't even know. He would just side with people just
Oh my
because the
god.
fuck they said it.
You know,
Oh yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
give
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta
Okay,
give him a
you
little
don't
bit of
like guns?
credit.
Yeah, yeah.
The only little bit of credit I'm gonna give Mattiello is that his secretary was spot on. Like his secretary would do whatever he could for you, you know, and he was like always like, you know, you ask him a question, he's gonna figure it out for you. But
Really?
I almost feel like Mattiello's secretary was better than Mattiello when it came
I
to
don't even
being
know
like
who
a
the fuck his
representative.
secretary is, but I just didn't like his opinions that he made. He there was some holiday he wanted to do, and he didn't even he. Oh yeah, that's what it was. He had no idea Rhode Island had anything to do with the slave trade. I'm like, you're a fucking lawyer on top of being the fucking Speaker of the House, and you don't know the fucking state's history. Like, what's fucking wrong with you?
Yeah. Well, Brown University was named
Right,
after a slave owner.
right.
Or if you
Rhode
go to
Island,
sorry, go ahead.
Providence, Rhode Island, and Charleston, South Carolina, two biggest friggin' slave imports into the United States. The
And you got
North was
the Wolf
Providence.
family, right?
What was it?
The Wolf or just the Wolf. I forget which one it was. I think it was the Wolf with an
I
E at
don't
the end of
know.
Wolf. And
I don't. Doesn't
they were
stand
the
out, but
big
yeah.
slave trade family. I remember going to I think it was Bristol, Rhode Island. I was there. I forget who I was with, but I ran into this random guy because we were doing audit on the post office.
Mm-hmm.
We ran into this random old guy, and he was old, and he pulls out a playing card, and it was actually his business card, but he had a whole bunch of playing cards as business cards. But he went on to explain, it's on my channel, about how Brown University was owned by like it was named after a slave owner, and that the
Mm-hmm.
Wolf family in the area, and he's like pointing to the house across the street, that this is a former slave owner's mansion. And I didn't know that because I had previously worked for another company that we delivered goods to that place, and I had no idea. Like people like to have weddings in those places. Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't know the history behind them. You know, I don't know if you ever knew uh Barn. I want to say it's the Barnside, or I forget the name of it. It's over near the old Colonial, but it was
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of like a building that really just sticks out when you go. You know where the old Colonial is, nearby, like
Mm-hmm.
where Waterfire is, the canal there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a restaurant, whatever. But it was well known that slaves were hung in there, and it's kind of like they would have like dinner theaters in there, and like they
Mm-hmm.
literally would talk about this, and they don't they no longer have that theme going on, but it's like what the hell? People don't even
East
think about
Greenwich.
this stuff.
East Greenwich has a long history with the slave trade too. Now, if you go on the top of the hill, there's the town hall that used to be the courthouse, and there's supposed to be tunnels going out on the end of the road down Water Street, down King Street to the old county jail, and
Hmm.
that's supposed to have tunnels because they used to bring the slaves in from boats over there and bring them up through the channel. They used to run them around for the slave trade. They used to so they could do the auctions, so they wouldn't see them walking down. They
Oh yeah,
wouldn't see
they
them
can't.
walking
You can't be
down the street.
mingling in public unless you wear your mask. I'm sorry, you can't be mingling in public if you're black, right? That's what
That's
the
what it
deal
was
was
back
back
then.
then.
Yeah, yeah. The wealthy didn't want to see them like walking them down the streets. Yeah. That's a history part of Rhode Island and East Greenwich that probably isn't. They don't write about in the history books.
Well, They definitely gotten rid of a lot of things because it was
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to do research. I had to really dig this up. But like the cannabis use, like the industrial hemp use of ships and everything like that, they've totally erased that from like the history of the state in Rhode Island. Okay, I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to find it, and I was able to find some things, old articles, like literally these old handwritten articles that they would mention it, but it was rare. And it's like, why should I have to be digging something like this? They were forcing people, like if you had extra land, you were forced as a farmer to grow it because they needed it. They needed it for the ships and everything at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the British are the ones enforcing that crap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like Honeywell and Smithfield. They're probably forcing them to make masks.
Yeah, that it's out of control with the masks
Oh
right
my
now.
god. Any
Uh,
any
uh, uh,
crazy news down there about the masks? What's Gina up to?
Gina's up to like, dude. She's the 30th. She's invoking like not martial law. I'm being sarcastic, but she was on that podium. We gotta get the news clip of that. She was on the podium like a dictator because everybody hasn't remained separated and done da 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 for 2 weeks. I'm making everybody stay in their goddamn houses. Basically, like she's like emperor. Like, you gotta get her out of office. I don't know how people gotta get her out of office, but get her out of office like through legal
You know, I
means.
I hope Biden actually does win this presidency. The reason why is because I guess Gina is gonna go to DC.
Thank
And, you know, I don't care if they centralize. I don't care if they centralize all these corrupt people into DC. Let's put them all in one place and then drop a. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, if we've got them all into one place and we start the Nuremberg trials, that'd be great. What would we call it? Wouldn't be called the Nuremberg trials. What would we call it? I just like the references as the Nuremberg 2.0 because it's coming.
Dude, this is crazy. See, these motherfuckers, these politicians up around here, they have all these crazy laws, but you go to any of the other states in the country, relax, it's almost like normal. Like it's not even like it's only up here.
No, dude. I think it's like the same everywhere. It's everywhere, man. Like, I like to say, oh, the cops are the worst here, right? But they're not.
Yeah,
They're the worst everywhere.
right. No, they
Everyone
are.
says that they're the worst.
Yeah.
Though there are some places that have extreme exceptions, like Leon Valley. Like, look at Leon Valley. Like, oh,
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if you
bad.
watch Justin Pulliam, but holy cow, they get away with that. Well, they're not. They're not getting away with it.
Down in Leon
They're
Valley, I would like to do a video down there because
oh
that's
hell
pretty
yeah,
bad what they did to
I would
them
love to
guys.
get down there. Michelle Wyatt is like, just got here. Y'all clickbait me with your fart. Gotcha. We are the First Amendment rights team. Fart.
Hmm.
We're gonna we're gonna put up a big stink for y'all.
Dude, they're trying to violate they're trying to. I'm gonna be honest about myself, right?
Go
They're
for it,
gonna
man. You do
violate my
whatever you want.
probation because I practiced the First Amendment. It's clearly fucking established law. So basically, you're saying I wasn't of good behavior and I wasn't keeping the fucking peace because I was practicing First Amendment protected activity.
For
Tell me
real.
that in a
For
fucking
real.
lawsuit. Go ahead, violate it. Have fun. Seriously, right?
I don't get how that even works. Like,
I don't
you
get
know,
how it works either.
I think it's up to your probation officer to find out if you're in any violations, and if that means communications from police departments to your probation violation, to your probation, is the only way that can actually go through the process. I don't see how someone can call or contact your probation officer and say, "Hey, this guy's in violation." Could you imagine? People would be snitching everyone left and right on that
Hmm.
sense. Like,
There's
it's
court cases on
disgusting.
that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clearly.
I think it's defamatory, and then
Yep.
I think they need to rethink their strategy because
Right.
the next time that happens, man, probation officer is gonna go, "Who the are you?" You
Right.
know, that's what it
Right.
should be.
I don't know how it fucking. I don't know if this is just mind boggling. It's like, I mean, this is what I'm saying. These people got to have law degrees to be in these positions from now on. That's what I've always been an advocate for. That if you're going to enforce law and being part of this, the probation justice system, you got to have a law degree. If you don't, see you later. Or you got to be on your way to getting a law degree. You should be in law school. This is what you should be doing for a job as you pursue your law degree to become a judge, a prosecutor, whatever the fuck you're gonna be. You know.
I personally, if you're on probation,
Mm-hmm.
if anyone's on probation, there's a likely chance that you shouldn't be on probation or in jail. Like there shouldn't be either one of those things. I think it's just
Mm-hmm.
a stronghold to keep control, and there's no real reason. If you haven't
Right.
created a victim, there's no crime. So
Right.
why do you need a babysitter to take care of every little aspect of your life after this?
Right.
No. No.
Now, this the whole thing with my case was is that the whole thing with my case is I took the deal because I had 5 charges, right? They knocked it down to one, right? I pled guilty to one.
Hmm.
Pled guilty to not guilty. I pled nolo to one. So with that being said, if I took it to trial, the thing was I had 3 lawyers. They gave me a defense team. 3 lawyers said that if I took it to trial, I was going to get found guilty. But on appeal, I would have flipped it. So I would have had to sit there for 25 months, 2 years before I would have saw an appeal come through. Now here we go.
This
Now,
the
now you're trying
system's
to
so
violate
corrupt,
me.
man.
I was trying to tell the lawyer then I'm just going to take the 2 years. I wanted to do the 2 years. I said, fuck it, I'll just do the 2 years and get it on appeal. Well, look at it now. Now I'm probably going to go off and do. I'm not saying I'm guilty of the violation, but they're probably going to hold. This is Rhode Island. We're from Rhode Island, so this is how they're going to do. I'm probably going to go off and do the fucking 2 years, and then go
I
do the
hope
two
not,
fucking
man. I
years.
really hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope it's only 19
God,
months.
I don't know if they realize maybe once their family or themselves get
Hmm.
caught up in this system, maybe they
Hmm.
start to realize how up it is. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like I don't get it. Themselves and their family are never gonna have this happen to them. Like they
right.
always get that little, oh, okay, don't do it again,
Yeah,
right? And they
They never walked a day in any of these any of our shoes.
Mm-mm. No, they don't have a clue.
Hmm.
We try to fight things as hard as we can, and then
Hmm.
what happens then? They just make it even harder you to try to fight it, even though you're
Right.
in the right. They just try to find every little nuance of an obstacle they can put in front of you
Hmm.
to make it difficult. And if you stand up for rights, oh that
Right.
means that you care about others, you care about people not getting caught up in the system. Well, we're gonna
Right.
make it harder on you.
Right.
It's like, nah, no. And we do make sacrifices. You know,
Yeah.
dude, I don't blame you for taking the probation. I don't.
Right.
Um, we all want to be free. We don't want to be caught up in a system full of actual criminals. If that's
Right.
what it really even is anymore, maybe like 5% of actual people in jail are actually creating victims. Let's just say.
Right.
I don't really know what the
Yeah.
statistic is. If anyone can
That's
find
true
that
what
out
you
for
just
me,
said.
I
Yeah.
will say it on this air right now. What that statistic is, But in reality, a lot of people go to jail
Yeah.
for victimless crimes.
Yeah.
Sad. It's sad.
Of the 100% of people, there's a channel out there that said this is statistic of the 100% of people that take it to trial. I mean, there's a percentage. 100% of people that get arrested. There's probably like 70% of people that plead guilty. Of the 25% that take it to trial, like I think it's almost like almost every. I gotta get the statistic because there's of the people that take it to trial win. And if more of the people took it to trial, there'd be less people in jail. But they people
Mm.
wrap it up, take the deals and stuff like that. The public defenders, they're overburdened. They just push the litigation, work the deal. People don't even look at the case law. They don't do map hearings. They just say, at arraignment or violation. Oh, take it. That's what they're trying to say to me now. I'm like, how you? They
It's
offer
tough,
them
man.
license. I get
Tough
you this guy. I'm like,
decisions.
wait a second. Wait a second. This is First Amendment protected activity. You want me to take a fucking deal on that? No way.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there
Our,
thinking,
our
frick it, I
rights
go
don't
sit in there.
fade, you know. Like you still like even if like you're in jail, you still have the First Amendment right. They
Hmm.
might not like what you say. You
Right.
probably shouldn't be aggressive or loud or all any of those things, but you
Yeah.
still have the right to say whatever you want. Like they can't
Yeah.
take everything away from us. They can't take away your brain power. I think that's the future, though. I think they're gonna start downloading our brains to this virtual prison, and so that way they can make you feel pain forever, how long they want you to.
Right.
I bet that's the future, man. You know,
Right.
because there's no way that you know, this guy that I knew, I forget his name right now. Shoot, but he would say like, oh, whenever I'm in jail, guess what? I'm in a spiritual uh vacation. It's a spiritual vacation. Think of it that way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let those things get to you. You know, I've never been to prison. Really, I never really been to jail. I was in, like 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I've been there once.
Whatever.
We've talked about this before. I've been there twice.
Yeah.
Actually, twice. 60 days one time and a year for the next second time.
Oh, sorry, man. Hey, what's up, Banana Anna? How you doing?
What's up, banana?
Actually, I found one of your hair ties in my car. It had to have been you. I didn't clean in my back seat until like, oh, this must be Banana Anna's. What's up, Cupcake? Yeah. I don't know, man. The system's got us, and we're fighting to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I gotta say about the system right now? Here's what I say about the system.
Yep.
Can you hear that?
Hey, this is we can't get inside the Rhode Island Department probation office really to do an audit, but this is what going on here right now with me is absolute proof of how bad they are. This is why they don't want us in there filming
For what reason?
because they're crooked.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they don't want us in there. They don't want us in there. That's why they have all their locations inside courthouses. Because Rhode Island, you can't get
That's a good
inside a
point.
courthouse to film.
Yeah, that's another good point because like you go to Providence Police Station, what
Hmm.
do they have there? They have the municipal courts right there in the
Hmm.
same building. Hey,
Hmm.
I've tried to request footage of the lobby, and they refused.
I
They were
think
saying it was going to be like $900 to get the video footage. I was like,
you
are you
can't
kidding
walk
me? I
inside.
was
You can't walk inside
assaulted.
Providence during 9 to 5 and walk inside the lobby of Providence Police
Hey,
and
I
film.
have the safety commissioner Perry saying on camera. Okay, we went to um, an event down in Jamestown just to run into him, just to run into
Mhm.
Perry, and I caught him at the party, and I was like, we asked him, you know, can we go to the police station whenever? He's like, you can go in the police station whenever you want. I was like, perfect. Guess what we did? We went right back to the police station. What do they do? Get out or you're under arrest. I was like, dude, your boss just told us this on camera,
Mhm.
and you're gonna kick us out right now? And or dude, I got assaulted, okay, by oh shoot, what's his name? Kilroy. I forget his first name. Uh, let me look him up real quick. This was the prosecutor against me for tickets. Um, and he Kilroy Law Firm, right? I'm gonna show you guys a picture of him real quick. Let's see if I can get this guy up here. All right. Hang on a second. I'm gonna switch it over. But this guy, he shoot. Settings. Camera. Can you guys see that guy?
I see
Can you
him.
see
Who is
him?
he?
So that's
He looks very
Kilroy.
familiar.
So this guy right here, he's a prosecutor for Providence, or at least
Oh,
Providence.
yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah, that's how I know him. Then, yeah, I know who he is now. Then, yeah.
And what happened was I was in there for like a couple tickets, and he didn't like the idea that I was trying to fight them. And so like all the other prosecutors, they want to settle with you. But he pulled me out of the the courtroom, but not him directly, right? The officer that signed off on the ticket that witnessed me going through a red light, apparently, like a no right on red. But there was like a split second I missed it. But um, he he had told the officer that signed off on the ticket to call my name out, to go to the door of the court and go, "Hey, is Joa here?" And I was like, "Oh, right here." And he's like, "Come on out here real quick." And I go out there, and as soon as I step out the door, guess who's there? Kilroy. Kilroy's there to talk to me, not the guy that called for me, right? And they wanted to talk in the other room, but so they called me. Actually, they called me out once, and that was when the cop that signed off on the ticket that witnessed me, because he didn't actually see my face. He just saw my vehicle go through the red light, right? I wasn't admitting anything, right? I didn't say it was me at all. Uh, but it was my vehicle on the video, whatever. But the cop that signed off has to know what I look like. So he was told by Kilroy to go to the door, to go, "Hey, is Joa in here?" And I go, "Right here." And I go out. Now he can clearly identify me when we have court session. He couldn't do that before. So this is a manipulation of witnesses. Okay, my opinion. And then Kilroy wanted to talk to me just outside the courtroom doors, and this is now the police station. So what do? I pull my camera out and I start recording him. And he didn't like that. So what does he do? He assaults me on camera in the police lobby. He assaults me, tries to push my camera into me. And you know what? The police station would not release that footage. I was like, they were trying to tell me, "Oh, you got to pay $900." Oh, and then they were like, "Oh, we can't release this footage. We're gonna have to blur out all the faces because there's children in here." Dude, I don't give a damn. I do care that there's children in the video. I'm not gonna release the footage of children in the video, but there was nobody else in the lobby when that was happening. Like maybe because they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna find exactly when this happened." I'm like, "Dude, just give me this exact time." They were like, "Oh no, we're gonna have to pull the whole video." You know, liars, and you're gonna charge me $900 for that? And they printed out this thing like about how they can charge you all this and all that. I was like, dude, this is. It takes you a split, like maybe 5 minutes on the computer to just give me the whole day. It's all public information anyways. You can't deny
Mhm.
me my rights, and I never got it. I never got that footage. I'm sure it's gone now, but I had evidence of a lawyer, a prosecutor, assaulting me just outside of a courtroom in the
Mhm.
police station, and they refused to release it to me.
Yeah,
So
I've
Kilroy.
I, I met the deputy chief of not met. I've there's a
That's right.
bunch of situations this summer. Tom Verdi, deputy chief of Providence Police, was harassing my friend John, consistently calling his landlord because I'm not gonna say where, but he lives
Mm-hmm.
across the street, and he consistently complains about this guy I know, John, that's 68 years old, consistently complains about him to his landlord. The guy comes over to John's house and says to me, "You guys can't hang out with John no more." I'm like, "Why?" "Because he won't cross the street. He's very powerful, and I'm afraid of him, and I gotta do what he says because he's friends with my lawyer, and blah 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 blah." I'm like, "So John can't have friends because this guy?" "Well, yeah. Well, you guys live down the street over here, and you guys are scumbags because he says everybody that lives that there is a bunch of scumbags." This is the deputy chief of Providence Police coming from third person, talking. You know what I'm saying? Then he continued. Then he calls. He has my friend's girlfriend's truck plate ran while it's parked, legally parked. Has it towed, right? Then, then a few other instances. Kid falls off a bike. Not kid. He's 25. Falls off a bike. He had a few to drink, right, on Main Street, and I'm not saying where. And he had a few to drink, and I walk up to Mike, and I'm like, "Hey, Mike, get inside the fucking house," because people started being Karen, started calling the cops because the kid looked a little tipsy. Mike gets inside the fucking house, and then he interjects himself into this other town's thing, interjects himself, and they're asking me questions. I'm like, "I don't answer fucking questions." "Oh, you don't answer questions?" "Dude, are you even of this certain town police?" "No, you're not." So, like, what are you even getting involved in this for? And then what he does is he sits inside his window all night because me and John saw it. We sat there with another friend of ours, Bobby. We kept eyes on this, right? The guy sits there, waits for Mike to walk down the street, calls the cops, and have him swarm Mike. Mike's already sober. Takes Mike off the fucking Kent for fucking detox and hold him for the whole fucking night. That's what a fucking dictator this is.
Probably on a Friday too, right?
something like that. Yeah. Yep.
It's just what they
Yep.
do.
Fucking
I
dictator.
can only imagine if you went to jail, like if you went to jail on Wednesday night
Yeah.
or even like Thursday to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I don't know, right? Could you imagine? There's no one working. They're all have extended weekend this one. You know, I can only imagine you're probably in jail for 4 days.
Hmm.
And it could be like a slap on the wrist kind of charge and personal recognizance $40 or
Hmm.
some stupid stuff like that. Like, oh my god, they somehow can get away with it. I,
Hmm.
I don't understand it. I really don't understand how these people can get away with so much tyranny, right?
It's ridiculous. They don't. I mean, these people that I think cops of all people should just be like the military, right? Cops, right? Like if you're 18 years old, chances are that you do a full 20, 25 years in the military, highly slim to none. I got somebody in the next room over here can tell you that. I'm not going to put them on camera right now, but you know that too. I mean, they start looking for reasons to kick you out at probably even 10 years, and even before 10 years in, they're trying to kick you out because the pensions and all the money they got to pay you. They're looking for goddamn reason to kick you out probably at your fourth year. If it's a time of war, maybe they'll keep you in a little longer because they need all the bodies they can get. But I mean, if it's not a time of war, they don't want to keep. So why do we don't keep people in the military for 30 freaking 40 years? Why are we keeping people in the police departments at rank of
Oh,
officer for
well,
freaking goddamn fucking 30 years?
you know why? It's because if this is why police officers stay in on the duty for such a long time. Want to know why? Because they're
Hmm.
really good at covering their tracks. That's
Right.
the truth. They're really good at doing it. They're able to give commands really well to other people that end up doing the wrong thing or whatever, and it never comes on them. So
Hmm.
they're pushing their dirty work on the new guys. New guys don't know the law, or they do know the law, and they go and they pretend to not understand later on. I just, oh my god,
Yeah.
this really
Yeah.
bothers me. Like, uh,
And then the other
uh,
thing is, when I was in jail, you know what a lot of cops do and prosecutors do when they retire or they get out of it? They become book writers. They write books like crime novels and stuff like that. Storytellers. So where do they learn to do that? Their job to be a liar. They lie on the police report.
mhm.
Storytelling. They know how to tell. They know how to lie for the jury, for the prosecutor. The story they write. Their narrative.
Hey, politicians are just really good actors.
Hmm.
Do you really believe the things that they say? I sure don't. You know, they really good at convincing people.
Hmm.
You know, this
Exactly.
is this is why actors do all those public service announcements to like, "Hi, I'm George Clooney. You better wear that mask because I got sick." No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You've been in the Caribbean and you're batching. What are you talking about, dude?
Hmm.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if George Clooney actually said something like that, but George Clooney is a good example of what it means to be, you know, totally ignorant to the system.
He has a house in Martha's Vineyard.
Does he? I was not
Uh,
surprised.
I know that. The reason how I know that is well, the person doesn't work for AAA anymore, but I knew somebody who worked for AAA, and they had he called up and needed a tow.
I
I'm shutting my mouth.
I stayed in Nantucket once, right, in this rental house, and it was
Hmm.
actually Bill and Hillary Clinton's rental house as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was really nice,
Yeah.
but I got kind of the weebie-jeebies from it.
Yeah.
Seeing their pictures all over the walls and stuff, weird.
Hmm.
Wait, is there any other bad lawyers out there we want to talk about?
Bad lawyers.
Oh, I know one.
Woo.
How about well, shoot, what's his name? It's Tom something. It's Tom oh, crap, I forget his name. He's from Johnston. He's from Johnston.
I gotta say my public
Woonsocket
defender. I'm not saying my
prosecutor.
public defender was bad. He was good. Yeah. He did.
The
He
one that was
probably got a lot of good stuff.
prosecuting Enrique, right?
Hmm.
And here's the whole shebang. And you'll only see videos of me like cursing out the guards outside the courthouse. But
Hmm.
it was a family courthouse, whatever you want to call it, the complex. And lawyer Tom, I forget his last name. Anyways, he literally said in court, if they came up to me, I'd punch him in the face,
I
right?
think I saw that video, didn't I? No, oh, it wasn't. Yeah, it was
Well,
after the fact. Yeah.
Enrique, after the cop said that, guess what we did? We went up to the goddamn prosecutor. I'm not saying I got into his face, right? We always maintain
Mhm.
distance and everything, but he did threaten to punch us in the face, and I wish he did. I wish he did, because then I could really, I could get him for first degree assault.
Mhm.
He planned on punching us in the face. He let us know that he was going to punch us in the face, and he went ahead and punched us in the face. If he did, he didn't. Whatever. But
Yeah.
that's a crazy story on how all that went down when I was in the court, because the Woonsocket police officers that testified against Enrique, they lied in court, and
Yeah.
like they were saying things. That's what they do, right? And I just said to them as they exited, I didn't say it like, I didn't wasn't loud. I wasn't, um, what do you call it? Disorderly, right? I just said to him, "Hey, why'd you lie?" And then the next thing the cop said, is like, "Hey, this guy over here, he's threatening me." I was like, "Yo, I never threatened you." And then what I wanted to do after the actual sheriffs, they asked me what happened. I explained to him, like, I never threatened him. I said he lied on the stand, right? And
Mhm.
then the sheriffs are kind of like, "Oh, whatever." And I was like, "Hey, I want to file a complaint against this officer for lying to a sheriff of the court." And so they're like, "All right, you got to go downstairs. You want to talk to the supervisor, go downstairs." And literally, one of the sheriffs was like, "Here, go in this door right here." And I did, even though the door said that the public is not allowed, right? I was just going in there as
It
if
brought
like
you
this
into
is
the
where
jail
prisoners
lockup.
go to get released, right? And I went into that room. It was like a little, like almost like a holding cell with a door and a
Uh-huh.
glass window. And I wanted to talk to the person. No one ever showed up. So I just like was standing around for like a couple minutes, like, what's going on here? And then I leave, and I was like, "Hey, is there the supervisor going to come and talk to me?" And then the next thing you know, I go upstairs and I try to enter back into the courtroom, and the next thing you know is they're giving me a hard time. The sheriff's giving me a hard time, and it starts to escalate. And I'm like, "Yo, I didn't do anything. Like, I just said the guy lied, and I'm not allowed to have free speech in the court, the courthouse, not the courtroom, but the courthouse, right?" I was like in the
Yeah, yeah.
lobby area, and the next thing you know, the one of the sheriffs with a scratchy voice, you probably know who he is. He's like, "Ah," right? And he kind of sounds like this. If you ever been to that court, you know what I'm talking about. And he's like getting right up in my face. And then the next thing you know, there's like more sheriffs coming right at me. And then there's like this bald fella, um, uh, bald sheriff, and I'll tell you a little bit more about him later, separate incident.
Mhm.
He's like literally being held back by other sheriffs, like they're holding him back as
Yeah.
I'm like, they
Yep.
told me to leave, so I'm gonna leave at this point, or they told me to leave or we're under arrest, all that jazz, right? So I get on the
Mhm.
elevator, and the sheriff literally had to be held back, like they had to hold him back from
Yeah.
just attacking me, from attacking me.
Well,
There's no joke.
that's what my charge is. Threat to public official. It was on a deputy sheriff of Rhode Island, Scavetti, Deputy
Uh,
Scavetti.
I don't know who he
That's
is,
what
but
the
I'm
that.
curious to what he looks like. Um,
You kind of almost described him.
he has a shiny bald head. He's probably like in
No,
his
he's
late
not bald.
50s.
No, he has hair. But I mean, this this guy.
I'm talking about a scratchy voice guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, if it's a scratchy voice, it's probably the same one. But let me get back to this, the bald guy, right? I went in to get paperwork at the court, same court. It's the second floor, right, at the clerk's office. And I'm asking them for my paperwork, and the lady goes, "Oh, you're Enrique's friend. You know he's a pedophile, right?" Like she said something to the effect that he was a pedophile. He is not a pedophile. There is another name on the database that actually is, a sexual abuser of children, but it wasn't him, right? Different birthday, different name. It's a very common name. Uh, Enrique Anselmo Morales. It's actually a common name. Maybe not. Maybe Enrique Morales. That's a common name. It's like John Smith, uh,
Hmm.
in the Puerto Rican world.
Hmm.
Um, but he So I'm getting my paperwork, and they had already radioed before I got my paperwork. They had already radioed. Joe is here on second floor. I could hear it like throughout the whole building of all these radios kind of going off, maybe like at least 3 radios.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, I have to get I'm about to get my paperwork, right? And that bald headed sheriff is standing right behind me, waiting for me to get that paperwork. And then as soon as I get it, he just starts. He does one of these. Okay, he uses this part of his hand, right, of his body. He wasn't using this part of his hand because the video showed later on when I filed the police complaint at the state police barracks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the internal affairs, two internal affairs directors, whatever you call them. I talked to him, and they said, "Oh, he never used his fist." Because I put down in the report in my complaint that he was punched me in the back. He was actually using this part of his hand, so he was like going like this into my back, as if that's not going to hurt just as much as a fist, right? And he was doing it while I was going downstairs,
What is he
right?
punching
I
your
almost
knee?
tripped and fell. I should have taken a fall. I should have just gone like, whoops.
Mm-hmm.
You know how those stairs are? They kind of curve. You go
Okay.
down, you curve, and then
Which
they have like a semicircle.
sixth district this is?
Um, this is the I forget
Garrahy
the
building, right?
the what?
Traffic tribunal or Garrahy?
I want to say, hang on a second. Um, trying to, it's the judicial complex. So
Oh, that might be Kent,
Providence County.
the
It's in
one on Benefit
Providence,
Street or the one on Dorrance?
Dorrance,
All right, yeah,
Dorrance.
sixth district, yeah, Garrahy.
Um, yeah, and then I just like was so mad at that point, and I filed a complaint on that guy. I mean, I could have broken my neck. Like this guy was like full
Yeah.
on pushing, punching with this. I guess it's not considered legally. It's not considered a punch if you're using full force of your palm. Yeah, he full force palmed me, guys, in my
Mm-hmm.
back. By the way, I have 2 slip discs in my back. So you wanna do that? Sorry, 2 bulging discs, not slip discs. Sorry, I have 2 bulging discs in my back. One of them could be a slip disc at
Yeah.
any time if I get like any injury. And he was full fledged doing it right there. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, what the hell? And I did. I went to the hospital because I was afraid. I started getting my sciatica back. And like, dude, ugh, that's
You
all I
ever
need
think,
is like
yeah,
forever
now
sciatica.
listen to this. You consider now I did a lot of research on this, right? Do you consider Rhode Island sheriffs law enforcement? Because technically they're not law enforcement.
No, they're
Supposedly they
technically
enforce.
just no, yeah, they're court babysitters is what they are.
Right. They're
Real
bailiffs.
sheriffs. You go out west, you're gonna find real sheriffs.
Right.
Or in
All they
more in the
do,
country here.
all they do is transport the prisoners from the ACI to their court date, then bring them back to the ACI. And they
Hmm.
sit there and they're inside the courtrooms. They bring you from the fucking cell block up to the fucking courtroom. That's all Rhode Island sheriffs do.
They feel like
They're
they
not
have more
like they're
power
not they
than
don't
police
drive around pull
officers too,
people
because they
over like
get
they
away
do
with a
everywhere
lot
else.
more.
Huh?
They feel like they're more powerful than police officers because they can do whatever they want and not have any repercussions because the judge would be like, he didn't do anything wrong. Oh that guy, his cuffs were unbuttoned. That's why he didn't show up to court. Good job, sheriff. Thank you for kicking him out of my courtroom because he had unbuttoned cuffs.
But it's funny because you can be brought up from lockup dressed the same way.
Yeah.
You can be brought up from
Or
lockup dressed a lot of different ways.
yeah, right. Dressed up with a bloody face, possibly.
Hmm.
I can't. It blows my mind that this is like a world we live in right now. Like to experience it firsthand is another thing. Just being told it, you're not seeing the full picture.
Oh, this is a good story, right? Now, I get released on Christmas Day, 2017, right? I got a hold out of Massachusetts, which they never got the governor's warrant, which they never actually had a legitimate hold. So they never had a legit. I find out. I knew this the whole time. I surmised it the whole goddamn time while I was serving my time, right? The whole reason why I couldn't go into a minimum security was because I had an out of state hold, which they never had a legitimate out of state hold. So they had me in medium security the whole goddamn time, right? Really nice. So So they come.
Now, you being facetious that it was nice, like it was like a decent kind of place to be when it came
Well,
to actually being
not
in
being
prison.
sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic,
It
but medium's
okay, you're
better
being
than.
sarcastic. I just want
Yeah,
to make sure because I couldn't
yeah, yeah.
tell. I could.
Right. But I mean, so they're supposed to have you with the next amount of hours arraigned before a judge. They didn't do
Mhm.
this. It was 3 days later, after the 25th, I get arraigned or something like that for a fugitive, which they never had the proper paperwork. So I'm being arraigned, and I'm sitting there, and the judge is being a dick, because I already know the caseload. No, it's not a murder charge. It's not rape. Not burglary. It's not mayhem. Okay,
Yeah.
misdemeanors up there, right? No bail. Supposed to be a double surety bail on that. Just oh, that's on a fugitive thing like that. Supposed to be double surety bail. No bail. So I'm arguing my case. Meanwhile, I got this little punk fucking Rhode Island sheriff in my ear. Shut your fucking mouth. I'm actually making legitimate motions and dismisses and like arguing like case law and shit. Like legitimately, I'm saying this back and forth, arguing like and then getting pissed. Well, you could do the state a favor right now. The judge said to me, "We got a guy that's going to go to the same court in the same district. They can be here tomorrow morning, pick you up, and be a 2-for-1 for the
Oh
Commonwealth."
yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
I give a fuck about. I feel. I give a fuck. It's gonna be cheaper for the fucking Commonwealth. Here's what I think about the fucking Commonwealth, right? Right. I don't know why a Rhode Island judge is so concerned about a Massachusetts fucking, you know. So the guy starts walking me down the stairs into the elevator to bring me back down to Kent lockup, and he's like, you're a fucking asshole. Da da da. I'm like, I'm an asshole because I'm fucking arguing my fucking case. Like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. He goes, we could do it right now. And then the girl sheriff came up and got between. I'm like, she's like, she pushed him against the door. She's like, and I was like, yeah, man, that's cool, dude. I'm in fucking handcuffs. He goes, yeah, you're in handcuffs and you're a fucking prisoner, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think sheriffs stop wearing body cams and they don't get
Yeah.
turned off. Like those things are running all the time,
Hmm.
and like especially when they have interactions with prosecutors and the judges. I want to know all that because they're the ones that are colluding to make it more difficult. Hey, if that
Hmm.
ever happens to you in court ever again, we go,
Yeah.
Your Honor, this sheriff is trying to be counsel,
He's trying to
trying
do
because he's
something. Yeah.
not.
Telling me to shut up when I'm trying to make you. Now that I don't have a defense attorney at this point representing me, so I'm representing my own influence. Who the fuck is he to tell me to shut the fuck up? That should be the judge's job.
If he only heard what he was saying, right?
Yeah.
If these
He's
judges could
whispering
actually
it.
be
Yeah.
all hearing and knowing what's going
Yeah.
on
He's
in the
whispering
courtroom
it.
at all times, which they don't have the right to do, right? You have client privileges with your lawyer or your representation. Does anyone else want to join? Tell us about your experiences that you can talk of. Please join in. Let's see what's up. What's up, all caps?
So people.
Thumbs up, peace. What's up, Blitz 777? LOL, Tigsnitz, Denise Wise, you're welcome. Oh, okay. What's up, John Newman? Hands are considered weapons. That's right. You better get them registered. Love the videos. You both look better behind the camera, though. Aw, thanks, the Thulman man. Appreciate that.
Who said that?
Aw, he says that we look better behind the cameras instead of in front of them. Well,
Oh.
it's a good thing I'm not a police officer, where I'd be filming myself all the time. Oh yeah, Blitz 777. He's like, I'm so mad, Ella, and he's like laughing. I am mad. I'm mad that we have tyranny. What's we got here? Thin Blue Line Slayer. All right, what's up? That's a cool name.
Hey Joe, you know something? You do a good job with your panel. You know, like you don't let these bootlickers up and all these
No,
assholes
of
up.
course not. I
No.
mean, honestly, there's only one other person trying to get in here. I don't see anybody else, but
Who's trying to get in
hey,
here? Who's trying to get in
there
here?
was no BC was trying to get in here earlier, which I
Oh,
didn't know who he was, you know, so I can't just like let you in. Yeah, honestly, you got to be trusted people to come in here. I'm not just gonna. I'm 90% on all the ones that join New England's channel. But
yeah.
what's
Hang
up,
on a
Angel?
second.
All cap says, let me put this up on the screen here. I know a
All right.
black belt who
I
said he
just
has
text
to.
somebody.
What's that?
That girl Shelly, right? You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you let her if she came up here because you don't let retards up? Would you let her come up here so I could say something to her real quick? If she came by,
If she's trying to get up on the channel, I'll put her up on the channel.
right? Because they're gonna because people are trying to insinuate I did something to her or her channel last night, and I had nothing to do with it, and that wasn't me. So
I think she understands that. I don't think she's holding a grudge of something that you didn't do.
okay, all right, cool.
I
Because
I, I
I
don't think
rather
she's
talk.
retarded. I think she's a klutz because the video that I saw
Yeah,
of Josh finally meeting her and then she like tripping and falling. Oh my god! It was either a klutzy moment or you're just seeking attention moment. I hope it wasn't either, but it is one or the other.
yeah.
No offense, no offense, Shelly. That's how I saw it. That's how my opinion. But that's all. That I don't hate on you. I have no problem with you. You know, I think you sing really well, and um, but if you're gonna let emotions get to you, you're gonna let people get to you, or you're not gonna protect yourself, like letting anyone on your channel type of thing, then it's kind of your own fault. You know, you're allowing that to happen to yourself. Just set
Right.
up those barriers enough that you can still be who you are, be the personality you want to be, but also keep those protections where it's not gonna, like affect you. And that being said, come on, guests, come on. I need some more people in on this live stream, but I have to confirm you first, right? And yes, if you try to get into my live stream, I am going to screenshot you, even if you don't or do come into my stream, because I am going to document these people and I'm going to put it out there. So you just be careful. BC, if you want to come back in, if you're still around, come back in. I'll get you. But you understand why I didn't put you in the first place, because I didn't know who you were. I didn't see your face, pretty much. I didn't really recognize you. You said, you work on the bathroom, which I was like, oh, okay. But even then, it's like I gotta kind of know who you are. I kind of have to have seen you before for me to make those decisions. I think that's a smart move. I don't let anyone walk into my home. Hmm. I think we just kind of lost the stream there for a second. It was kind of weird.
What happened?
Hey, good night, Mind Sexy 25. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. And guys, I only get to do these things because of viewers like you. And it's those who have donated to me is the reason why I was able to go out today and do another audit. And the one before that, I had some generous donations. I'm not going to say how much, it wasn't that much, but it was enough to get me back on the road and doing what I got to do. So much appreciated. And if you guys want to help out again, paypal.me/CRRI. And if you can't afford it, don't do it. Okay. If you can't afford it, don't do it. There you go. How many people we got watching? 17 people. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you haven't done that already. Is there anything you want me to talk about? You guys, give me some content. Give me something to talk about. We were just talking about our experiences in not specifically the trial part of the court system, but just the security or lack thereof security or lack thereof freedom security. I don't know what you want to call it. And how the sheriffs are actually pretty brutal. And I'm hoping they're kind in the future and don't do anything else on camera, because I did get that footage, by the way, of him assaulting me. And it was funny because I went to go file the complaint with the state troopers, right?
Mm-hmm.
About him using his palms, right? His palms. You hear that? That's bone on bone. Do you think that bone is hitting my
I got a
spine?
video. I got a video of these assholes. I forgot. The day I went to go serve my landlord with the TRO, I had to drop it off at the sheriff's over there at the traffic tribunal. I got a hell of a video because they wouldn't let me in to the building to go because the policy in Rhode Island with the courthouse is, but I was right there in the lobby. If you, I'll tell you which videos. I'll have to look at my YouTube studio, tell you which one it is. But I go in there and it's this bald guy. He's just being a total fucking asshole. He just wouldn't let me fucking in. I said, fine then. I said, you go bring it back to him. I ain't gonna bring it back to him. So finally, I agree to shut the camera up because you have to go in and bring it in there to serve give it to the sheriff's office to serve to her. Capitol Police is right there at the X-ray machine. You go in, the thing that you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking my phone off. He says to the guy's name. I forget what he said the guy's name is. He goes, so and so. Take his fucking phones. I look at him. Take my fucking phone. I said, you need a motherfucking warrant for that. And the Capitol Police guy was actually going on the tray to grab my phone, and I grabbed it right out and I put it right in my fucking pocket. I'm like, yeah, you ain't taking my phone unless you have a warrant.
Wow.
I said, no, I
Yeah,
know the
that's a
exact case law on that. You can't. That's Carpenter v. United States or something. Unilonius v. It's something Carpenter, I think. You can't take a
no,
fucking cell phone unless you have a fucking warrant. That's new, freshly 2017 case law. He's
can,
telling him, he goes, how do I know you weren't going to film in here? I said, well, too bad. If I do, I guess you're going to have to fucking arrest me. And I went right
hey,
over.
we need to figure out a way that we don't ever, like, we go through the security checkpoints before going into any courthouses and everything.
Mhm.
Well, they make you take all your possessions that are valuable to you, and they make you put on a machine. Like, it's as if you are giving up your possessions to them temporarily until you get them back. I don't think it. I think there should be. I don't know if there's a law on it or not, but during that time of it going through that machine to take an X-ray, they should not be able to even touch your stuff. If they do, it's a violation right there. That's a
Right,
Fourth Amendment violation.
right.
Uh, and so if they were trying to reach for that and they had intent to do so, then they're messing up.
Well, the Capitol Police officer was actually law enforcement, right? And this guy in the white shirt there, the traffic tribunal, he's over there trying to tell the Capitol Police. I'm like, no, you need a fucking warrant for that. Who the fuck are you? And I kind of looked at this guy. I didn't say nothing to him. I was like, what the fuck are you trying to fucking do? You're gonna go along with this guy? You know you need a fucking warrant. You can't take my fucking phone.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's only two good sheriffs that I ever noticed. I don't know if you know who they are. Uh, there's one that's decent. The other one's pretty good. You ever see the Samoan Capitol Police officer? He's pretty dope. You go like this to him as you
Mm-hmm.
walk in. He ain't gonna give you any trouble. Well, he shouldn't, because he's been pretty nice to me every time I've ever seen him, either at the
Yeah.
Capitol, the State House, or at the courts. He's been pretty chill. And then usually the younger ones are pretty quiet too. They don't want to really deal with you. Um, but I don't know. I gotta tell you, if you're gonna become a police officer, become a Capitol Police officer. They are some cushy jobs. You go, oh yes, sir, just put your stuff in the tray here, and we're gonna, run it through the X-ray, and then maybe we'll do a wand on you. But go ahead and like, that's all they do. That's literally all they do. They well, badge number 66 at the State House freaking butt bumped me into my crotch on purpose, which is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sending you the video right now.
all right, is it like how are you sending it?
I'm sending you a text message.
All right, I'm gonna try to bring it up. I don't know if I can do this or not because I'm doing StreamYard through the website. So, but
It doesn't get that because the camera was off. It doesn't get that I'm saying that, but you get to see how a bunch of a prick this guy was being.
I'm gonna try to figure this out right now and see if I can get it
Yep.
working right. So, like, all right, so I have the two screens up. How do I try to get, like, can I layout? Okay, we'll do this. Oh, that's not it. This done. Uh, uh, how do you guys do this? Like,
I
add
don't
the
even know.
video to the stream.
I don't know how
Does
they do
anyone
it.
know? Let's see here. There's got to be a way to do this. I've seen everyone else do it. I don't know why I can't do it. Yeah, I don't get this. So maybe I can't do it. I mean, what's the title of it called? I'll put it up on my screen.
Let me see what the title is. Hang on. Open up. Come on, phone. Phone is turn off camera at state property.
Turn off camera, state property. Yeah, a second. Is it the wait? That's with Bucket Boy? No.
No, it's by myself. Oh, maybe I have two videos called the same thing, huh?
See, I'm not finding it. No cameras, First Amendment audit. No.
It's probably it's 2 months ago.
Okay, that's the easy way to find it. Yeah, a second.
Yeah.
Turn off camera. It's state property. Okay. I'm gonna pull my Whoops, my bad. All right, give me a second here. Literally, I have butterfingers on these phones, especially with the edge screen. It's annoying. Give me a second.
Yep.
Yeah, I filmed it here once too. Hey, don't. Stay right here, right? I gotta drop this off to the sheriff to have this person searched. You're not gonna be videotaping in the building. I can't go to the sheriff's department? Yes, you can. Of course you can. I videotape the sheriff's department? No. You can't videotape in the courthouse. That's a lie. I've filmed in that building.
Yeah.
Me too. Is that the judge's order? I can't film it? Yeah. Okay, I respect that. Turner v. Driver, I can film. I still can't hear you. Turner v. Driver, I can film in public. I can film in public. You're not in public. State building. Who is this?
Yep.
State building. Not even the sheriff's police department? I'm not trying to. I'm not reading that. Yes, you are.
Seem to be being sarcastic.
Okay. That's not the cop that assaulted me. And you told him to seize my phone without a warrant. You can't take somebody's phone without a warrant, sir. It's a public building. I pay taxes there. What do you mean? Pandemic. Does that trump the Constitution? Does that trump the Constitution and its affirmative act of the United States of America? I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. Yeah, you do. Yeah, Rhode Island Sheriff's guys, hit that little bell. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, that's tyranny, guys. That is absolute tyranny.
Yep. I think he needs a revisit. What do you think?
Oof. You know what, man? It's tough to get anything now with all this pandemic shit going down.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to think. You should know what you should do is, like, if he has any problem,
don't bring your camera in there, right? Let's just say don't bring a camera in there. But bring a sketchbook.
Yep.
This is my idea. Get a sketchbook
Yep.
and be like, oh, I'm here to document, and you go ahead and draw, the court while you're in there. But like when they talk to you, write down every word and be like, hey, just slow down for a second, and then write down every word they say,
Right.
and be like, I want to make sure that these are accurate words. And it's like, slow down. What's
Yeah.
that again? Okay, go ahead. Like, you just they can't they can't deny you for recording your interactions, and if they prevent you from doing that, and that accountability, they're in the wrong. And if they
Hmm.
get frustrated, guess what? Now they're breaking ADA laws. Because what if, like, let's just say that you were temporary disabled, of eyesight or hearing or speaking or whatever it might be. They can't deny. They can only have the right to question you about those things. But if you start writing things down as they're telling you on how they're guiding you or whatever, they can't stop. They can't make you stop. Well, they can't be frustrated with you. They have
Hmm.
to follow those guidelines to the T. That's like you ever see News Now, Patrick? The he's a copycat. So I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was James Freeman.
Hmm.
But like they were asking for his name and name and birthday, and he's like, the last letter of my first name is O. The first letter of my first name is N. The last letter of my last name is E. The first letter of my last name is an N. My third letter of my last name is M. Do you see where I'm going here?
Hmm.
I'm basically spelling out no name, but not in order, in the order that I choose. But I am giving it up. I am giving up that name, right? But it's just not maybe in the quickest manner that they would appreciate. But they don't
Yeah.
have the right. As long as you're giving that information in that process of their request, then they can't deny it. Like, oh, you're being difficult. Well, am I? Because I'm actually giving you what my name is. It's like I'm actually doing it, maybe not in the fashion that you desire, but I am giving it to you. So they can't say that you're being difficult. Um, anyways, I think it's kind of funny when those guys do it. Let's see if there's anybody. Oh, there's someone. Oh, there was somebody in there. Shoot, I missed them. That's another thing. It doesn't always show me when guests are waiting. It just shows nothing. And then all of a sudden you'll see it like pop up and you go in there. There's no one in there. There's no one waiting. So if there was someone trying to get in, try to get back in right now. Thanks all Cap for sharing my donation link there. Appreciate it. How many people are watching right now? We got 13 people watching. Thank you guys. I don't know how much later I really want to go on with this. I got some tooting to do. We got to release some gas in the First Amendment rights team. Ready? Oh, I got one right here. Oh, no, you probably couldn't
I
hear that one.
normally can do them, but I can't do one tonight.
Wait a second. Wait. I got this thing up. Yeah. Ready? Oh, that was a nasty one. Here's a nuclear fart. Oh God, I'm stopping. I just lost some subscribers for that. Here's a slow fart. Oh, that's not real. That's like someone slowing down fart sound.
Yeah.
You ever go to myinstance.com? They
Hmm.
have like all these like buttons that you can press.
Hmm.
People upload sounds, so just be careful which ones you press. Some of them are like noise killers. Here's tactical nuke incoming. Some of these are bad. Like, wait. Oh, I'm gonna get a copyright strike for that one.
Uh,
I don't know. I hope I don't.
what do they do? What do they do with the copyright strikes?
I don't know. Like, if you get a strike in your channel, you only allow 3, I guess. I guess they've taken down people for just one, but
Wow.
that was a small clip, and it's a a recognizable clip. So maybe they don't do anything for it. Here's a DJ air horn.
I know what they do for copyright strikes. I'm just being a ball buster.
Why do males get so excited about farts? No, no, it just happens to be the acronym. I mean, it's the First Amendment rights team. Let's see. Oh, here's a. That's the Inception button. Oh God, some of these are horrible. Guys, here we go. I hope that's not copyrighted. That was like, these are trending. Are you serious? Like Leroy Jenkins is like forever ago.
Who was that?
You don't remember that? Guys, look up Leroy Jenkins, World of Warcraft, and it's like it was just a silly like thing that like when World of Warcraft was like at its peak, and like this guy was like everyone's waiting around for Leroy to raid this like cave or whatever, and Leroy's like, all right, I smoked a doobie or something like that, and he comes back in. All right, I'm done smoking. Here we go. And he just like instead of waiting for everyone in the raid, he just runs into the cave and he goes, "Let's do this, Leroy Jenkins," and just like kills everyone in the raid. But it was just like it was really funny at the time because like internet humor was very like minuscule at the time, so it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got one for you. What the heck? I lost it. Okay, ready? That's a great one. All right, let's see if I can find some more. That wasn't that good.
Oh, who called the cops?
Hey.
When there's no cops around.
This is a good one, guys.
When there's no cops around, anything's legal. Running for the cops through the motherfucking 6 bodies dropping, nobody's been dead.
The cops are chasing me.
That's a stupid one. All right, that's some copyright stuff.
If you keep these badass cops off the street,
Sounds like
how
Paulie.
can they run after a person when they're so fucking fast?
That was a pretty funny one.
How can they run after a person when they're so fucking fast?
Oh my god. Oh. Hey, if anyone wants to join and shoot the shiz, come on in. Okay. That's my kill button.
Fucking with me because I'm a teenager. I got a little bit of gold in a pager.
These nuts. Got him!
I got him.
This is the comedy police. The joke's too funny.
Okay. Whoop whoop.
Bom bom. Bom bom.
Fuck the police!
Oh my god, I wonder what that's from.
Dude, you got a PA on your car. Use that as a horn, right? Get right behind a cop car. Like when you hit the bump, it's like, fuck the police.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious, actually. Or like every time you push the horn, it's actually like it's like gunshots. That'd be so funny.
Brr, papa.
What now? Call the police. Call them. We are the police. No.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what you do. That's
When
all
you hear
you
them
do.
say that, then you know you're fucked.
It's like, yeah, we're not here to, cause you problem. Next thing it happens, problems.
Yeah.
We're here to keep the peace. You're under arrest. We're not gonna shoot you. Bang bang. Or like, do you guys see that recent video of oh shoot, he's gone. There's a recent video of the police going after this guy that had a gun to his own head. And what do, guys? What do you think they did to the guy that had a gun to his own head? They freaking shot him. I mean, it's crazy. Guys, I'm probably gonna head out. Oh, we got No Name back. Oh, No Name, we lost him. Here we are, stream. There we are.
The wrong
All right,
button.
we're back.
I went to hit chat and I hit X by accident.
It's so finicky. I wish it was like, I wish the buttons weren't like at the bottom of the screen. They were like in the middle of the screen. That way, it's like when I try to
maybe right
scroll,
over
I'm not
here.
hitting these
Yeah.
things. Yeah, I'll show you guys a clip from earlier that you might enjoy. In a second, and get it up on my video, and I'll switch the camera around. Yeah, if you didn't realize it, you are right now. You're watching F.A.R.T. Okay, hold on.
First Amendment.
The First Amendment Rights Team. All right, so this is from earlier. This is in Lincoln. I'm gonna try to bring up right where it all occurs. So here you can see me going to, like, not going in, but just like peeking in, right, with my camera. A lot of controls there. It's gotta see. I don't know how they can drive around with all that stuff. All right, completely distracted. You see the AR right there? It's hard to see.
They had an AR in the car.
Yep.
Can't hear you. I'm sorry. Yes. What can I do for you? Well, first off, you can stay 6 feet. Right? What can I do for you? I didn't ask for help. Behind my station video. And what's the concern? Police vehicles. And who pays for it? Taxpayer. And that would be the public, right? So is there any problem? I don't know. I'm trying to decide what you're doing back. Why would you be back there? I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Remember the press. I don't answer questions. Okay, you're excused. No, you're excused. It's actually public property. It's not clearly marked. It's not clearly marked. So you're going to put signs up, a fence up, whatever it takes. Quite frankly, sir, I'm raising my right hand. Normally, we have signs. Given the weather, they've been blowing down. That's why they're not standing. But now you know that private property, you've already shot some video. I don't need to see you back there again. Look, tell me, has there been a violation here today? Honestly, don't know. So I think you should do your research before you start confronting the public about filming in public areas, unless it's clearly marked. If someone came into your yard for shooting video or pictures in
Look at his face.
Yes, because I have no trespassing signs, but you don't. So I have no trespassing signs. You don't. Because you shouldn't have been parked there in the first place. I need your name and badge.
He's blocking that truck right there.
My badge number is 3. I introduced myself at the outset of this.
No, you did not.
I just want to reaffirm it and get it all down. And I do have the right to roam wherever I want in public areas. Do you agree there's a reason we have prisoners coming and going?
He definitely looks like somebody
Well,
suspects.
then I think you can make it clearly identifiable. Put signs back up. That's a smart move, sir.
Right
These
here, guys. I
guys-
can't see it behind his truck, but he's actually taking his boot off, and he's having these people in this truck right here lick it. So you can't see it on camera, but just trust me on this, guys, because I'm putting my hand up to tell you the truth. Right.
5464. This ingenuous vehicle with no markings.
There you go. There's an exclusive, guys. Thank you for watching that.
Shit.
I'll break that
They're-
down in the video later.
They're up there in New Hampshire, huh?
This guy was a little bit of a a twit, but I generally they're pretty nice. Actually, I've had experiences that they're actually.
Yeah, I know. Everyone me and
decent.
Josh did up there was good. They passed a lot up there.
I mean, other than Manchester, that's a different story. You can't. Hang on a second, I just screwed up.
I got a whole video. I got a whole man. You know something? Not in Manchester. I got a couple of. I got to get a hold of him because I got a couple of videos that I never released from New Hampshire when they stalked us and everything. They followed me and him on the highway
Really?
back in March. Yeah, I gotta call him to see if he wants me to put those out.
Actually,
I can't call
haven't
him.
pulled
but
I haven't pulled the dash cam footage off yet.
What?
I haven't pulled the dash cam footage off yet, but the other night, when I was like, when that girl, the harassment video, the girls the police harassing that girl in Manchester,
Yeah.
the Thanksgiving special. If you haven't seen that yet, go watch it. On the way home from that, the police actually were like speeding on a side street, pulled off into the main road that I was. But guess what? I was doing exactly the speed limit the whole time. I ain't stupid. All right, so he got right up on me, and then as soon as as soon as I pulled off or whatever, he backed off and turned around, pulled a Yui without any lights, blinker, nothing, just went wham, just pulled the Yui. He knew,
Who's
realized
O'Neill
he ain't gonna
84?
get me. Huh?
O'Neill again? That guy O'Neill in badge 84?
I don't actually know who this was. I don't know what town exactly it was in, but it was
all right.
after I
Manchester.
left.
Yeah, that one from Manchester that's giving you a hard time a few times, O'Neill.
Yeah, O'Neill.
Dictator O'Neill. Yeah, shouldn't be called officer dictator.
God. I mean,
Dictator
the guy's
84.
afraid of a camera, but I'd be afraid of anything larger than me too. He's got like that Napoleon like syndrome or something.
Oh yeah, why is he a small guy in real life?
Yeah, I mean he isn't tall at all. Like, he was
How
short.
tall is he? We're
I want to
roughly the
say he
same
was
height.
like he was kind of like maybe up to here on me, maybe. I don't know, right here. So he's about
Those are the ones you're gonna watch out for.
5'2", 5'3".
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's the problem right there in itself.
He looked like a kid I went to school with, honestly, but I know he's not. But he looks like But the way he the way he approached that girl and everything, because he was the one driving that headlight out vehicle. The way he approached her was like very aggressive. It wasn't like, look, if someone's drunk and stumbling around or whatever, but she wasn't like causing any problem. She was staying on the sidewalk for the most part, and she'd only crossed the crosswalk. And she probably could have made it across that crosswalk if that police vehicle with one headlight out wasn't there blocking the view. That was a very dangerous situation. But like I think she was generally fine to make it home or whatever. And I think Cameron, her future husband, whatever, spoiler alert, that he was going to take care of her. He was trying to find her and stuff. So I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Send her to detox or something like that for the weekend, like a 48-hour hold or something.
I sure hope not. And excuse me, but like being that it was 1 a.m. Thanksgiving, I don't think these cops really want to deal with anyone.
Apparently, that guy I've seen on your videos a couple times. Apparently, he wants to be fucking with people, even through this pandemic. He wants to be fucking with people.
He refused to identify the first time I had interaction with him. He's like, no, I'm all set. I asked him for his name and badge number. He's like, no, I'm all set.
He's fucked from here on out. Now we know his name and badge number.
But he told me that he was recording. He's like, you're being audio and video recorded. And I asked him for his name and badge number. He's like, no, I'm all set. No, dude, you're gonna be a public official. You're gonna record me. You're gonna tell me your name. And I never got to that point with him because I don't know if you watched the video. I asked him I almost asked him the third time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's a goddamn tyrant.
Yeah, and then that's what it was. It was the So the first time was when he said, "Hey, don't walk up behind my officers," whatever, pound sand. But then I went to because there was a shooting or something that happened. I guess they pulled over this couple, and this chick, she was like jiggling her butt in front of my camera. It was kind of funny, but he was at that traffic stop too. And then he didn't give me a problem there. I gotta be honest, he didn't give me a problem. But he was driving around. I don't know if they give him like the shit vehicles or whatever. They gave him that Expedition with one headlight out. But the previous time I saw him driving, he was driving a Dodge minivan. I was like, "Yo, what are they sticking you with the junk vehicles?"
If he's driving that shit, he's on the bottom. He's been in too much fucking trouble. They're throwing him in the shit cars. That's a good indicator I've learned through the road with Josh and everything, that they throw assholes in the shitbox cars. They do. If he doesn't have a computer, he's been certified from even using the MDT portal.
Really?
Yeah. If he doesn't have a computer, he's fucked up. These are all signs and warnings that he's a fucking asshole. I bet he didn't have a computer in that thing, because I think they decommissioned some of those older cars like that. That's probably why he had the
I
other.
didn't really check.
That's probably why he had the other cop with him, because the other cop was probably the one that could run names and shit, because he's probably just an asshole that's just going to run everybody for no reason.
My guess is that he crashed his cruiser and they won't give him another one.
Oh, that's another one too, yeah.
Hey, dude, I don't see your video moving. I just see like you at a still image.
Who, me?
Yeah. Turn your camera on and off for a second, or maybe hit the no, it's still doing it. Hit the multi-tab button that shows you all the things that are open on your phone, and then go back into the stream. Like go back to the tab.
What's the
Usually
multi-tab?
that should fix it. Like I have there's three lines. You know, like the bottom of the screen, you got like the back button, you got the round circle, and then you got like the multi-pad. Like it can bring up all the programs you have open up on your phone.
Yeah.
Just hit that once and then go back to the stream.
All right.
It should fix it. I notice it's happening to me a lot more often too. I don't know how it happens, but it does. I'm gonna read some comments here.
How's it now?
It's still the same. Actually, your picture got squished a little bit.
Really?
Oh, all caps. All caps is on board. Yeah, you're still not moving. I don't know what the deal is. It's still that same image.
How's it now?
Yeah, you got the icon.
All right.
Rob Lawrence is like, I heard Turtle Boy got the goods. Rob Lawrence, it's the state of Massachusetts bringing the case, not him. I know it is. That's why I think this is going to stick for her. He's being called as a star witness. And if Kate is intimidating a witness in a case, ha ha ha. Fishy fudgy. Thank you, Rob Lawrence. I appreciate it. If you find this channel more interesting than Brian's, no offense, Brian, go ahead and share his stream. And it's, guys, I don't need a dozen people to be entertaining. I just need no name. That's it. Yeah, the troll should go down along with the rest of them. It's the golden age now. Time for them to go down with the ship. That's right. There is no... This is how I look at it. Unless you bought your toilet paper, guess what? Your ship's sinking. Okay? Your ship is sinking. Nothing's going to keep you afloat anymore. It's the truth. You know, the real truth of all this is that they're crashing this whole system for everybody. You're not part of the team, masshole. You're not part of the team. And the cops are not part of the team. You are pawns to the system that's controlling everything going on. You're just being complacent. Maybe you're helping the system that's trying to crash everything. I'm talking financially. They're doing it emotionally right now. And you guys think that you're going to be, you know, on board? Oh, you're going to be putting the riot gear on? Yeah, I'm sure you're going to be doing all that. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, you're going to be the first ones begging to be in the FEMA camps because you think that the state is all almighty and they're going to provide every little aspect for your life. That's the truth. Well, guess what, guys? The FEMA camps make some fine donuts and coffee. I can't wait for you guys to enjoy it. We all know it. Maybe we won't even be able to get to the FEMA camp. Maybe we're going to have the Nuremberg trials 2.0, and y'all gonna be you won't even have prison time, you know. There's no Operation Paperclip for the Nazis this time. No, you're not going to be infiltrated into the system of the government in the back alleys, like Area 51, working on systems because you were a scientist with the Nazis. Oh, did I say that word? I did not see that coming. Brian has 9 people on his panel, and none have anything interesting to say. LOL. None of them seem to audit either. Just talk about it. You guys actually do audits. Yes, I appreciate that. That's why I'm on here. I'm here to talk about things that are actually going on. You know, if you want to know more about what I did today, so you just saw the cops, the cop get within 2 feet of me with no mask. And if you watch later in that video, and that video is called Lincoln, New Hampshire Tyranny, right? And I named that video before I had the interaction with the police officer, by the way. Okay. And the truth is, the tyranny was the main reason I went to Lincoln is because a restaurant bar was fined twice because 2 people were strumming their guitar. I gotta do it backwards, right? They were strumming their guitars too close to each other without face diapers. Okay. And
Yeah.
I was able to, this is me. Okay. This is my personal opinion, is that I'm not going to go film private businesses unless they take subsidized from the government, they directly work for the government, or I get permission from that such business beforehand. And that's what I did. I called them up. I had a little bit of a tip on the subject, and so I followed up on the tip. But I called them. I was talking to him, and he was very welcoming for me to come in there and do a quick little 2-minute interview with him. I didn't want to disturb him too long because he's got a business to run, right? And you can check out that video. I don't want to play it right here, but I want you guys to look at it. I'm actually going to make another video of all my experiences in Lincoln. But you know, he was letting me know that they were actually a couple. The 2 guitarists performing were a couple, and for them to get the no mask fines on all that is absolutely ridiculous, because that couple is going home and they're going to make love together. They're going to sleep in the same bed together. They're going to, you know, brush their teeth in the same sink, whatever you want to call it. You know, they do each other's dishes. Yes, if you want to watch me doing dishes, go over to Brian's channel. That's the most interesting thing you're going to find over there. The other day, all I did was do my dishes on mute, and a lot of people got a kick out of it. Probably more so than the content that we're talking about. just joking, guys. No, Brian's a good guy in some ways, but you know, I would appreciate if those people that, you know, they're just behind the scenes talking. I wish they would get out there and film some more. You know, I think Brian can do kind of like Chuck Bronson style, right? Set up his mount and drive around the whole time collecting donations, and that's great. Do it, man. Do it. You got something. Everyone has a chance. I mean, I can't expect Brian to, you know, to go and do foot audit, right? We can't expect that, but you know, not as much as we want other people to do these things. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I talked to that restaurant owner. He's very, you know, understanding of his rights, and I hope they challenge that thing all the way. Those 2 fines, you know, Sununu Gesundheit, Governor Sununu Gesundheit. He's the one that signed these executive orders, and somehow all these people, all these businesses are afraid of these fines, and you know, because they're already struggling to stay open, and the next thing that they need is some fine to come in, because the people that you hired, okay, you hired these people to perform and to give enjoyment to your patrons at your restaurant, and what they do is they end up, you know, I guess it was some patron at the restaurant actually called the attorney general on them afterwards. I don't know when or whatever, but the news, this is how I found out about it. I found out about it on the local news, WMRH or something. I don't know what it's called. They showed photos of that night on the air on TV, and they were just basically sitting there. All the patrons in the place that I noticed, excuse me, uh, were very close to each other, enjoying themselves, having a great time, enjoying some music. Unfortunately, uh, it's just discouraging because like you basically are, hurting two businesses here, right? Well, three if you count three individuals here. Actually, four because there's two owners of the restaurant and there were two people performing. So they're brothers that own the restaurant, and they're freedom lovers. They are, part of the liberty movement of sorts. I don't know how. I don't know if I've ever met them. He was wearing a mask, so I couldn't, as state mandate says,
Yep.
and I couldn't like really see his face. And it's unfortunate because that's kind of what I want. And when I go out to eat, I don't want to have restrictions on my emotions or my liberties or anything like that. I wanted to have, what God gave us, what God intended us to show off, our smiles, our angries, everything. He wants us to see that. There was a time when black people weren't allowed to smile unless on command. Is that
Yeah.
where we come to? Is that where we come to? We can't show each other smiles unless we're outside or beyond 6 feet from each other. This is some bull. Like they can't control this, and people are not putting up with it. Everywhere I go, when I talk about this pandemic, and I say, "Hey," I'll be like, "Hey, nice face diaper." I'm not like that, but I mean, I wouldn't say that. But like, I'll be like, "Hey, don't you think this is all ridiculous?" And then I'll make a joke or something, and then while they're wearing the mask, right, I'll be like, "I wish I could be seeing you smile right now." That's what I say to them. And guys, here's a challenge for everyone out there, and I don't give a damn if it breaks any state laws. Okay, I want you, everyone, or sorry, executive orders, which are not really law. These ordinances. You can go pound sand, by the way. But here's the challenge for everyone right now. How many people can you hug in public? I'm talking about random strangers. I'm not talking about family members or people you live with or anything like that. I want you to wear a shirt that says free hugs on it and go out in public. And how many people can you hug? Okay. That's if this throws out vibrations of emotions that are good for this world, thank you for doing your service. You've done more of a service than any politician that I have ever seen if you give one hug. All cap says right here, it's the White Mountain Tavern. And they were very nice. It was actually a very nice place. I would suggest if anyone's driving by, going to Franconia Notch, going through Lincoln, the Kankamangas Highway. It's not too far out of the way. It's like 3 minutes off the that main strip in Lincoln, and go to the Clark's Bear shows. It's pretty cool. And if you go in there in the summertime, there's also a place like just a little bit further down the road, and it's a big giant water park. It's really dope, actually. I hope they didn't get shut down because you know how that is. Everyone like amongst the water, you could get the COVIDs. But 13 people watching. Oh, we're about to hit the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna head out at that 2 hour mark. I think
All
that's the limit of most people. It's the limit of me, anyways. I can barely sit in court for 45 minutes, let alone 2 hours, without getting a little anxious. And that's kind of part of their damn strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
The judge always shows up late. Okay, if you're not there for that roll call, which the judge isn't doing, it's the secretary or whatever. And if you don't show up, if you're not there when you get the roll call, now they put a bench warrant out for you. But God forbid the judge ever shows up on time.
Yeah.
Because he's just like waking up and he splashed some water on his face and drinks a sip of coffee. Then he puts his black robe on. He probably has his pajamas on underneath. If not, it's like his BDM outfit. And then he goes, which probably he shares amongst the sheriffs, his BDM outfits.
Oh,
And then
I've been in chambers in Massachusetts, right? The judge took the robe off. The judge is in a t-shirt, like a Zeppelin t-shirt and a pair of jeans.
Of course he is. I think if you ever got arrested in the state that you're not from, they probably put you in a jail cell, and then like the judge is all like, you know, plain clothes, probably wearing a Led Zeppelin shirt, and he's probably sitting in the jail cell with you, waiting for you to freaking say something to him, and then you find out later on because you're from out of state, right? And then you find out later on, oh, he's the judge. Like, I can see it happening. I can see that stuff happening. Ooh,
a tough one.
she's gonna eat a pie and drink some apple cider. That sounds nice. Well, let me check if I don't think there's any more guests waiting. All right. If anyone wants to join in, it just hit 1:00 too late. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you all for oh, that bear show, Clark's Bears. They use injured bears. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because it sounds like if they're injured, they're rehabilitating. I could be wrong though. Oh, Banana Anna, you're such a good girl because you don't drink alcohol. Is it never? Do you not drink alcohol at all? Or is it just you don't drink cider that's spiked? What's up, D Johns? Smash that like button. Thank you very much, guys. Hit that like or Sasquatch will kiss your mother. Okay. If you don't hit that subscribe button, Leprechaun's gonna lick your feet. I don't drink often. Guys, wisdom of the day. I don't drink often.
I don't answer questions.
Good idea. I don't win. Come on, no name. I don't answer questions.
I don't answer questions.
Shout out to Josh. You know, I know you can't hear this right now. Oh, thank you, Banana Anna. I should have ended this live stream so you couldn't do that. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. But you know, shout out to Josh. I hope he's doing well in there. And it's rough. I can only imagine what it's like, but sorry, Josh, you deserve it. I'm sorry, you deserve it. And I told him that, and he knows that. But you know, no one wants to see your friends in jail, especially someone that's trying to turn their lives around. You don't want to see them in jail. However, I guess there is lessons to be learned for everything in life. And if you do something like that, I guess you should be there for whatever reason. And I don't know, like, I don't know how it all went down, honestly. I don't really care to want to know. I do believe that he is a changed person. So whatever past that he had, he's definitely changed it around. And I hope it gets out sooner than later.
Yeah, Mass Ave is nothing.
What's that?
Mass Ave is nothing without him now.
For real. Well, you kind of have
a Mass Ave video without him, and it was like, I don't know, this is missing an element to it.
I think you got Mass Accountability. You know, shout out to him. He's a trooper. He gets out there quite a bit, and he had some unfortunate luck the other day. And if you guys want to help out with him, someone stole his bicycle. Guess where? Right in front of like near Mass Ave, but right in front of the prison. And like they said on the radio, oh, here comes Mass Accountability. Then the next thing you know, after goes around the corner, now his bike's gone, and it was locked. Okay, it was locked, so that it's not like you could just. I don't think any of these people on Mass Ave have bike locks on in hand. Do you think so? I don't think so. And seeing that they announced it on the radio, I have a little suspicion of who may have taken his bike. And you know they're going to be holding it out until he gives up, and then they'll put it to auction or something. If they did take it, and I think there's a chance that they did take it actually, because they don't like him, and they were following him around with the drone during that time too. So he had his head up in the air while his bike's getting stolen down here. It's kind of sick. And I bet you that drone may have caught it on camera, and I think he should request that footage, because if it's pointing in all kinds of directions, you never know. But yeah, he's been down there. I don't know if you ever audited with him or not, but he's I've learned a lot from his streams. He's the one that exposed the rain for rent. I mean, anyone could have figured this out if you follow businesses that open up, but over by what do you call it? Encore, right? Let's not get into the Encore stories, okay? Let's not do that. But over by Encore, um, there was a place called Rain for Rent, and it looks like, well, I know what they do. It's they do weather modification, and I guess if you want rain over at Encore, you could probably pay like $1 million to have rain come down. It's just, it blows my mind that these things exist and it didn't make like mainstream news, you know? And I'm not kidding. Go to rainforrent.com and you'll see it right there. They explain all their systems all over the country for whatever other purposes, irrigations and whatever. But I'm pretty sure they're using their rain for rent systems to, you know, irrigate or water the particular crops per se that need that overhead rain or like, I don't know why. Just, I'm not an expert, but they definitely are doing that. It's kind of weird. Hey, what's going? We got auditing too. What's up, man?
What's up?
I don't know auditing too. It's the first time I've seen him.
Oh, he's my buddy. He's my friend. You can trust him.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Be careful just in case somebody stole his avatar first.
Yeah, I'm not inviting him.
Let me hear his voice.
No, he's not in the guest.
Okay.
He's just.
Oh, all right. Yep.
Oh, and what reminded me, and people are saying like, "Oh, stop copying Josh." No, I love Josh's techniques. I may not be as snappy as him, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty aware of what's going on. I can, you know, articulate pretty fast. I want to get more snappy. Maybe I had to take some brain pills or something. But I remember the other night when I was, you know, wait, when was it? Yesterday, Thanksgiving, 1 a.m. Right? And the cop was like, "Hey, you're interfering, blah blah blah, with your commentary," and I was like, "Shut up, shut up, shh." And they deserve every little bit of that. Stop trying to give me directives. If you can't handle a situation with someone in the public, you know, trying to, you know, read chat, you know, okay, maybe the chat was guiding this guy by me reading it off, right? But that's what I do. I read off the chat. And then I was like, "Hey, chat, do you think I should be answering this cop's questions?" Oh, I think they said no. And then I walked away. It's like, you know, dude, like I have the right to free speech. I could be standing there giving him whatever ideas out of my mind as possible. I could tell him, you know, you should shut the up right now because this cop is gonna, you know, use everything against you. You know, he never did produce an ID, but they knew that he was drinking. So when they were like, "Hey, do you live on this street?" "Oh yeah." "Is it like halfway up the street or something like that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And you know, the next thing you know, they know exactly who you are. Like now they have, you know, all the information just because you said yeah. You know, it's like they wouldn't have had any of that. You know, now they don't. You know, they can't document where you're going after this. You know, they were trying to get his ID because he ordered an Uber ride.
Right.
Like, or because they want to leave with the victim that they're creating, by the way, the blonde. And the blonde was totally fine. I think she was in a jolly mood. And the next thing you know, the cops are like walking up on her and causing all this, you know, emotional pain because she doesn't want to deal with cops. Who does, right? And she didn't hurt anyone. And if there was any party that was wrong in the situation other than the cops, the bars, okay? And no, I'm not criticizing particularly the bar owners or whatever, but like if you see someone that's, you know, been drinking too much, you probably shouldn't let them out at 1 a.m. walking down the street. Like I think it's your responsibility that like once you serve someone to a point where, you know, or you notice someone, you might not even be serving it to them, right? So it may not be even on the bartenders, because they might be buying, you know, someone might be buying a drink for that other person, and who knows? Maybe maybe it wasn't just alcohol she was consuming. Let's just say hypothetically, right? And the next thing you know, there's a girl that's like, you know, stumbling through the door. Well, I think it's up to the security to be like, "Hey, are you good to go?" And then it's like, you know, if he thinks that she's not good to go, hey, just have a seat. Here's some free water because this free water may be costing us 50 cents or $1, whatever it might be. And the next, well, whatever, you pour some tap water. I don't give a damn. But the next thing you know, they're saving themselves from these egregious fines that the state comes down with them. So I think these bars need to think twice about letting customers out when they're that drunk, right?
Shouldn't even get to,
And
they're not supposed to get to that point anyway. So it is the bar's fault, basically. They shouldn't. It's like I've seen a lot of bars in Warwick do some dirty shit.
yeah,
They'll get them fucking drunk, then they'll call the cops on them.
hey, I bet you, yeah, exactly. And it's like, I'm not saying that they're doing that. Okay, I'm not saying anyone in Manchester, these bars. I
I didn't
talked
say
to
any
one
bars.
of
I
the
didn't
owners.
name any bars.
What's that?
I said I'm just saying the same thing you're saying. I didn't. I'm not defaming any bars. I didn't say any name bars by name.
Right,
You know what I'm
and
saying,
it's
right?
right. It's I'm not going after. I'm well.
Yeah.
Look at this like this. The bars have to hire bouncers. Okay, I understand it costs a lot of money to have bouncers there, but how many bouncers does it take to actually control your patrons? To make sure that they're in a safe, controlled environment. That's what I meant by control, by the way, a safe, controlled environment, right? It is up to you if you're serving alcohol as a moral responsibility to make sure that your patrons are not going to be leaving and crashing a car, right? That's like a car dealership per se, right? Someone walks in that never drove a car before,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to buy a car, and the next thing you know, the guy crashes it halfway down the road, right? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a responsibility of the car dealership to make sure that this guy can drive first before they sell him a car. Just like if someone walks into a cooking store, right, and they sell this guy that's clearly distraught, you're gonna sell that guy a knife,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
It's like everyone has responsibility. These are extreme instances, but it's not too far off, right? So it's like you're putting this debilitating consuming product into your customers, and you should expect them to come back again without having to worry about uh, armed thugs, gang members,
Mm-hmm.
the blue ISIS, confronting you in the street. I think maybe if they had her sit down for about 10 minutes and drink a bottle of water, I bet you it would not only would have been good timing that she didn't get harassed, but they would have dealt with her in a way that they can like release her from the bar. Well, it's like they make their own choice. People make their own choices. So I guess it's kind of hard to like stop someone from leaving, right? But at least they tried. In that when it comes down to it, it's like, hey, did you let this woman leave? Like, oh no, we were trying to convince her to stay. At least you got something like that on record. And maybe bouncers should also be wearing body cams to
Mm-hmm.
protect themselves. But we all know how bouncers are. I don't want to talk crap about bouncers, right? Because I want them to do the right thing, right? But we have seen some really crazy bouncers out there. And not saying that they are in Manchester, right? And I hope they're, appreciating what I'm doing. But when I talked to the supervisor outside one of those bars on the side street there, um, I was like, hey, don't you feel like you're just like professional babysitters? And he completely agreed with me. And I was asking like, hey, is the responsibility of these bars to hire more people, to hire more security? He's like, we would find them. So he's going to use aggression on these bars. He's going to use force and aggression and fines if they don't, deal with their patrons the right way. I don't think that's the solution at all either, right? I think the solution is to get the press out there. People holding people accountable. Doesn't matter if they're the police or patrons of the restaurant or the restaurants themselves. I'm not saying this is going to be my life's goal, right? But I think there should be some sort of accountability on this factor from the public to make sure that people are not leaving bars obliterated. So that way, gang members end up, I think there was like 6 gang members confronting that blonde that night, the other night. I think it's weird. You wonder why she started crying, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're basically every time you put another cop in a situation, that's like another level of threat.
Yeah.
And
She probably thought the 3 of them they're gonna pounce on her and drag her off to who knows if she's ever been arrested, and maybe that's what she was afraid of.
yeah, and I almost think too is like me having my camera there is the reason why they call for more backup. But that shouldn't be the case because How many times did they actually interact with me? You guys, do anyone else remember in the chat how many times the cops interacted with me at that scene when I was filming?
Yeah, they were interacting pretty good.
Not really.
No,
No.
they're punking you off. They were basically
Only O'Neill is the one that talked to me.
yeah, true.
Okay, so that just means that while O'Neill was distracted by my commentary, right?
Yep.
You had the other cop still with the blonde, right? So it's like there was no reason to have 6 cops there, or 5, 6 cops. I don't remember exactly how many were there, but
There
there's
was
no
a few.
reason for that.
There was like
That just
4 or
shows
5.
intimidation.
Did
So
they give her a citation?
no.
Oh,
No, they got her future husband. Spoiler alert. And because she was like, I was engaged before, and I hope to get engaged again. And my friend Cameron, such a nice guy, I hope he engages me. And then I was like, spoiler alert. Because like, if he finds out my video, he's be like, oh, I was saying earlier on my other live stream, I was like, hey Cameron, I hope you're watching this, but you should get on that knee real soon because you're gonna lose it. You better propose to her because she wants you to, and don't lose that. All right. Let's see if there's any other guests. I guess I'll go a little further. No
is
other
Shelly
guests.
down there?
No, she's not in there.
No.
Fart. No one has confronted this name. They don't dare to.
What's that?
All caps is like fart. Nobody has confronted this name. LOLs. Let's discuss what FART is. Well, FART stands for First Amendment Rights Team, and we're going out in full force, guys. We're like we're producing a lot of exhaust here by driving around everywhere. I don't know about you guys, but it is the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of farts.
Check this out.
Well, we remember Josh.
Check that out.
Watch out, Josh. All caps is coming for you.
Look
We're gonna have some
at the different flavors they give you.
conjugal visits soon.
You see that?
What'd you do?
Look at that. Look what I bought.
I can't see it. Your video just literally shows nothing.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna try doing this. Exit solo layout. See, that's not doing it too. I think it's your end of things, man.
You want me to drop down and come back up?
Sure.
All right.
Gotta see your face, man. Okay.
I'm gonna fix the camera.
I could see a hater be like, all right, no name's gonna go off stream real quick. Let's get on there and like.
Oh yeah, they would.
Then the next thing you know, you're seeing little tiny wieners.
They already did it. They already used my name to do it twice.
Actually, you probably no. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Huh?
I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, see, I'm not worried about like if they came on the stream and they show off their tiny wiener, but if it was you, it'd probably be a big wiener. That's what I was gonna say. right when you're taking a sip, perfect timing. Oh, full
No.
force. That's right. We're a full force fart right now. We are full force First Amendment rights team. Full force.
Look at this.
We're making a stink and it's gonna be loud. Oh yeah, that'll make you fart. The grits.
They have country bacon, 3 cheese cheddar, 4 butter, and original.
Oh, that
Wow.
sounds good. Some southern grits.
Southern grits up here in Rhode Island.
Are you in Southern Rhode Island? Because that is a difference.
No, I'm in Rhode Island.
Rogue
Or-
Island.
I'm in fucking Oakland Beach, kid. What's up?
Some guy was
Yeah.
saying do Billy Bags, and I was like, I don't do Billy Bags. I don't even know who he is, honestly. I know he
Yeah,
does
give me a
rap
ride to
or
the
something
packy
like
store. I'll give you $5.
that. It's just funny you doing that. Hey guys, disorderly product news here. Yeah, today I was in Chicago. Yeah, I love that iconic voice he's got. Or what's another one? Hey guys, I can't do San Joaquin. Even as much as I want to try to do it, I can't do it. I just sound like something completely different. But Chuck Bronson. Hey guys, what am I up to today? We're doing we're looking at these Heinekens right now. Do you guys see that? I don't know if it was him that did
I
this.
didn't watch it all the way through. What happened with that? What was the purpose of that? I didn't get it.
He was basically setting up this guy that this guy that he previously bought Heineken's for a beer for. He saw him at like that corner store, and he set up like a trap. So so he bought. I think it was him. I didn't see the previous footage, but I'm pretty sure that Chuck bought a 6-pack and then put it up on a cooler just outside the entrance. Like you could see it when you're coming out. But then Chuck just kind of had his Chuck vehicle pointing right at it. He has camera pointing right at the Heineken on the cooler, on like the ice freeze or whatever, and he was waiting for someone to take it.
Oh,
But he set it up. He set it up so that guy would take it. The guy that he bought beer for previously. I guess it was like a homeless guy or something. I don't know. Because like the guy, as soon as Chuck saw the guy take it down and crack a beer, then he started driving up to him and was like, "Hey, is that your beer?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't know. Like, it's gold. That is gold. I want to do that. I want to get some 40s and just like leave them out, and then wait, because like you're not technically giving like people that are gonna be consuming it on the street. You're leaving it there, and then all of a sudden they take it. If no one takes it, it's your responsibility to pick it up, I guess. I don't know. Or like shout out to Amazing Audits. I don't know if you ever watch him. He's pretty dope, but he's homeless. And he goes around. He's pretty cool. Actually, Chase, from the Allen Report. He was out in Vegas with them doing some video work, and but Chase is back now. He did a live stream at the State House, but Jamie is his name. I don't remember his last name right now, but Jamie from Amazing Audits. He'll hold a sign that says, "I'm hungry." Right? He's not asking for food. He's not asking for money. So the signs stay within legal parameters. So if you're soliciting for money, it's actually considered illegal. So if you hold signs up that say, "I'm hungry," next thing you know, you get a meal or you get some money because people are willingly giving it to you without you asking. Which I think is kind of silly that there would be a law against that anyways. But, we know how it is.
I should have shaved my homeless man beard off too soon.
Oh, stop.
Uh,
Let's see what we got in chat here. All caps. 3 cheers for Josh. Hey, well, how's the cheer go? Hey, hey, hey. Ole, 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 ole. Happy Josh Day. I'm probably going to head out of here right at 1:30. So let's do 6 more minutes and then I'm out. So I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do. I got this Twisted Tea unopened. Got this Twisted Tea unopened. I'm still working on this one. So it's like, oh, geez. I can't drink all this. There's no way. But My wife makes the best BNG ever.
What?
What is BNG?
Who said that? Oh, that's right. That's
Let's see what Banana Anna linked in that chat. Oh, we got my Corona. Okay, we gotta watch this. All right, we're watching this. Settings, camera.
All right, here we go. I might have audio here in a second.
Transmission, where's it from? That's a civic cat. Who knows? Why Corona? When's it gonna stop? Favorite cop, wash your dirty hands. Why never stop? Confrontation, man. Ooh. Unless you got an N95 code. Got a travel history. I'm quarantined. Should have just quit touching my eyes. Corona. Such a dirty boat. Why you hoarding masks when you live in Alaska, though? Why? Come on, dude. My Corona. Oh, Jesus.
Look at this. I'm sorry, this thing is really funny.
yeah.
His hair.
My Corona. My Corona. I just want to go here. Why can't I? When's it gonna get to me? Get to me. You killed the doctor, called you a white Corona. Into the conspiracy. COVID-19. Is it just a pack of communist lies? Corona. Never gonna stop. Media. Such a dirty game. Cause no one gets the shot or the flu. But it's just as lame. Where'd you take the toilet paper, Corona? I need toilet paper and it's gone. Nothing at the store. What a bore. Just let me out of here, Corona. Give me the fucking toilet paper back. Give me the fucking. There's plenty of fucking toilet paper back. Fucking shit.
Probably get a copyright strike for this one, but it was worth it. Uh-oh. Now I gotta really turn this off because it's other crap. Can't believe it rolled over into that. Let me see here. Hey, thank you all for joining. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Josh. I know you can't hear this right now, but I'm sure there's a way you can find out. So thank you very much all for joining in. It was a good ending to the night. And I'd never seen that before, so that was the first time I've ever seen that. Appreciate it, guys. Let's do one last chat. Yes, I know. Banana Anna, I know you miss him. Sorry. Do you have any ones that are not copyrighted? Because that would help. Because I don't want to get struck. I know it's making a sacrifice for my friend to show it off, but I would. Maybe we can do like one video where we show them all off. On not this one right now though. But hey, thank you all. Hey, thank you auditing too. I appreciate it. Later, man. See if there's any other else I missed in chat recently. All caps. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you do a lot of hard work. And hey, no name. Thank you, man.
Yep.
You got anything else to say before we go?
Nope.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
No name.
Oh, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Thought so. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. I don't answer questions.
I don't answer questions.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
What's the
Peace
name of your
out.
channel?
What's up?
What's the name of my channel?
I don't answer questions. No Name Audits. Get over to No Name Audits. Please like, share, and subscribe. You haven't done that already. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Guys, have a good night. I hope to see you guys soon. Be safe. Watch out for the masked tyrants out there. Live free or die. Breathe free or die. Okay, guys. Peace.
Peace. Later.
Bye.